Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Today we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of Majora's Mask 3D. We are showcasing a bunch of different Zelda games, and we have Phantom Hourglass here. I will hand it over to our runner commentary. Let everybody introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm Hippie in a top hat. Welcome to Phantom Hourglass. I'm actually very new at running this game, but this will be an adventure. I hope you're willing to come on this adventure with me. And in case anything goes wrong, and also to provide insightful commentary, I brought a buddy. How's it going?
Oh, hello, it's me. I'm the buddy. I'm Mr. Shasta. I've run this game a lot. It's very cool. Very good speedrun. Hope you all enjoy this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit different from my bread and butter of speedrunning, that we are going to do a bunch of bugs and glitches and stuff, but in order to do any percent, we do have to go through like the majority of the game and like do all the dungeons and get all the items and stuff like that. It's neat. So I hope everybody's nice and cozy, because this might take a few hours. I guess without further ado, is everybody ready?
Heck yeah.
I'm ready.
We're good? Alright. Now, the weird thing about Phantom Hourglass is I have already hit start, but we don't actually start the timer until I hit adventure. So, a 3, a 2, a 1. Begin the run. So, welcome to Phantom Hourglass. We can skip all the cutscenes. It is just kind of awkward to do so. And I apologize that I'll be looking down for a good portion of this run, because I am playing this on a Wii U gamepad and not a DS, because the Wii U gamepad is faster. But we still do control pretty much exclusively with touchscreen controls. So if you see my little fairy wiggling around while I'm moving, that's actually essentially an input display. That's what my hand is doing, is wiggling and aggressively tapping on things. But we're just gonna go around and do the Zelda things. We have to talk to this old guy and go get a sword, and learn that enemies exist that we have to fight with said sword. And also a big thing that's gonna come up a lot in the movement of this game is rolling. As I wiggle, I am rolling Link. Also, this is the number 7. 7. I think that's the only time in this run that actually asks us to draw like a numeral or a character. All the rest are just gonna be silly symbols. But anyway, if I roll too many times in a row, Link's gonna get dizzy. A lot of this run is dizzy prevention. Also, welcome to This Is a Trick.
It's called Sword Tutorial
Yeah.
Skip. Essentially, the like load zone in front of the door, which like causes you to not be able to leave the room, like goes away whenever you hold like a pot and press select as it's like being automatically thrown to pull the cutscene up. So we just put their pot in their hand, just go out the door, and it just works.
Yeah.
Saves like 20 seconds.
Super easy first trick of the run. Really cute tech. It's really forgiving and lets us skip an entire tutorial section. Unfortunately, our second trick is not going to be as kind. So, I
don't even go for this myself personally.
So Brandina said during the last run, you never want to overload yourself with learning all of the tricks at the very beginning. You want to, you know, ease yourself into learning the run. You want to go at your own pace. And that is not how I learn speedruns. So it's just like world record router bust, y'all. So this is a pot. Every trick so far has involved pots. This trick is really RNG, so let's see how this goes. Ooh, that was a spicy rat.
The rats.
All right, so we're gonna try to snipe this rat with a pot. That was excellent. Oh gosh.
Nice.
So if he sees you, he turns around and runs the other way, and you can't actually deal damage to him. He like books it. Also, I want to take some damage to these keys. Not too much damage.
Oof.
That was scary.
That was close.
We are trying to damage route for the beginning of this run. But so if he sees you, he tries to book it the other way. But if you chuck a pot at him as he's entering the screen, he does not see you yet, and you get just enough distance with the pot to snipe him in the head and murder a rat and feel terrible about it, I guess, but get the key off of him. And you don't have to do what's the intended puzzle?
You have to like pull like a block like right in front of one of the other holes, so it comes out of one hole and just gets blocked.
Yeah.
They can slash from the sword.
Yeah, so that saves time.
It saves time. First try it saves time. Not first try doesn't save time, but Woodlarker Rat, baby.
Yeah. It's a really cute trick. I think it's fun. As you saw, the RNG really comes into play on that one with the rat movement. It's not scripted. But thankfully it was kind. And as we've set a precedent, every trick in this entire run will involve pots, right? That sounds right?
Yeah, of course. Naturally.
Yeah. But if you remember this game casually, probably the first thing you'll remember is this dungeon. This is Temple of the Ocean King. We will visit it 5 times, I believe.
That's correct, yeah. Casually could visit it 6 times, but we do it 5 times in this case.
Yeah, so we are gonna come back and retrieve more and more items from it every time. The first visit, the only things we are going to retrieve are our first map segment, our first like piece of a treasure map, and also Lineback. That's Lineback.
We love Lineback.
He's a great lad. Also, I have no idea how he got himself in a box.
Very impressive, honestly.
Like, it's impressive amounts of incompetence. And he's like, whoa, a 12-year-old should not be in this dangerous situation where I got myself stuck in a box. But we're gonna do it anyway. And as you can see, the mechanic of this dungeon so far is that when I'm not touching the purple sparkly floor, I'm going to take damage like every second or so that I'm on the floor. I'll take a quarter heart of damage. And that currently is actually a good thing because we're setting up for a death warp. But I am kind of jumping from purple sparkly section to purple sparkly section, and all of this is because we don't have the Phantom Hourglass that will let us not take damage. But we actually don't get that for a while. Like...
Not until after the first dungeon.
Yeah. So there we go. I'm at a quarter of a heart, and there is our first sea chart. And now that I've acquired the sea chart, I don't feel like walking all the way back to Lineback with it, like Ciel is gonna tell me to do. So I'm gonna...
Link, no! Ah!
Poor lad. But this is just gonna dump us outside of the dungeon, but we already got all the things we need.
It saves a few seconds on movement and also skips like a tiny cutscene where Ciel is like, hey, where'd Lineback go?
Yeah, so Lineback's gonna book it back to his boat, and hey, this is Legend of Zelda boat game. The one and only. There's definitely not another one. These shoes are rude. But just like in other Legend of Zelda boat games, we're gonna do a lot of spamming movement while we're riding the boat. Oh, also, because this was a DS game and we are going to be using all of the DS-specific mechanics to their full advantage, have you considered scribbling?
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Aggressive scribbling.
That's some good scribbling, honestly. But to be fair, you do art, so it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's one of the weird things about starting to run this game. It's like the only time I've ever had like a real world skill become relevant to a speedrun is like, yeah, I've been doing digital art for like 10 years. Ooh, I get to speedrun with a pen. Also, Linebeck was just like, hey, don't you want a shield? And we just went, no, boat, now. And he goes, are you sure you don't want a shield? You should really go back and get a shield. And we went, boat! And he went, okay, you're the boss.
Boat is shield. It shields me from water.
Also, this is optimal boat movement, is jumping repeatedly.
Yeah, I've tested this out myself. It's about 5 frames per jump, apparently.
That's like honestly a decent amount per jump too. Like,
yeah, we thought for a while it was only like 1 frame per jump, but it turns out, yeah, it's like 5 or so actually. It saves a lot more time.
that's so much. Oh my god. So I'm gonna be jumping a lot. I don't know what part of the boat is responsible for the ability to jump. I like to think it's part of the big old wheels. The big old water wheels.
The rocket boosters are on the back.
Oh, can those break if you break the salvage arm or something? Is that one of the repair mechanics that's in the casual intended game?
It's invincible.
Oh, that...
I'm totally not fibbing or anything, don't worry.
That Tektite was out for my blood. We're gonna try really hard. At the beginning of this run is kind of one of the most unforgiving parts of it because we don't have a lot of health. We are going to be picking up a lot of safety health, and at the end of every dungeon we will be getting our Zelda approved heart container for beating all of our bosses, because I am going to need it. Also, this guy's dead, I think.
Yeah, so his name is also KO, which is pretty messed up.
Oh my gosh, I never noticed it! I always pronounced it Kaio!
Did you not know that?
Oh, I got dizzy.
Oh, no.
No! Don't worry.
Yeah, he's the assistant of Ashray on this island here. He got unfortunately KO'd by the enemies here, and Ashray was looking for him, and yeah, unfortunately that's what happened. So yeah, 07 in the chat for KO.
Yeah, that's rough. I don't know how one
really
of those
is.
guys hurt me while I was jump slashing him, but sure, that's okay. We can heal again. Also, other DS feature that we will use to full effect in this run is the microphone. Hey! I'll be using the microphone a lot.
I wasn't expecting you to actually just straight up yell on this.
You can blow on it too, but nice. That was close enough. The top one was a little bit off.
We take those.
But we will be blowing on the microphone and making noise into the microphone a lot. I love that one of your options here is to say you came here for vacation, and that is slower dialogue, but is also the one that my hand wants to rest over because it's where the yes option would usually be. So pretty frequently I'll just go, I came on vacation. I didn't.
You know, to the volcano island,
Yeah.
the place where that's constantly erupting. My favorite place.
I also
Well,
just love the dialogue in this game. One of your options there is, yikes!
It's fantastic, honestly.
Alright, so we have given the ability to enter the first dungeon, and as I said, we will be completing all of the dungeons. We won't be quite doing them in the necessarily intended order, but like, they don't stop you in any way from doing it in this order. Even if, oh, I got dizzy, don't worry. Even if, like, the way that we get to one of the dungeons is a little jank, there's nothing stopping us from just doing it the normal way, but we don't get into doing things out of order for quite a while, so until then, we start at 1. And we blow on things.
Yeah, so this early part of the game has a lot of like microphone stuff too. It's very odd. It eases up the further we get into the run, but yeah. They want to make sure that the DS Zelda, the first one, has like, you know, a bunch of microphone features for whatever reason.
And
like we take
I
those.
of love
That's why I play DS games.
I think they're really
yeah,
charming.
that's why I play DS games, because like that's like an exclusive feature for the console, you know? Yeah, I use it.
Hey, you, get over here. There we go. I despise the AI for some of the enemies in this game. It just is very unpredictable. So
Yeah, those keys especially are very mean.
and what are they? The bubbles? Are they bubbles? The skulls. The skulls in this dungeon
Yeah.
are out for my blood and my time save.
Those are at least like predictable, thankfully, but they are very weird even still.
But yeah, we will have later, it'll be a bit, but we have a fun trick where it not only asks you to use the microphone, but it asks you to be loud. By the way, we're doing a trick, so I have a pot.
Yeah.
We've established this is how it works. There we go. But chat, if you would like to pick what I shout into the microphone, I am open to suggestions. Those little blobs were quite cooperative today. All right, we got our boomerang. Here is our first item. We're going to draw a bunch of lines. We're gonna draw a bunch of lines because, again, this is a DS game. We have the ability to draw.
I do love the boomerang so much in this game, though. Like, the fact they make it so you can just draw a line and it goes wherever it goes on the line is so cool to me.
Yeah, it's very cute. I think a lot of the items in this game are very cute and creative. My favorite by far is the hammer.
Yes.
Which... Please? No? Oh, okay. Listen, sir. You're supposed to nab them in the corner, but they just were like, yeah, we're a little escape artists. But okay. This is why the skulls are the bane of my existence. Oh, I did not even mean to roll there. The game tells you to roll by, like, drawing a circle on the screen, but you actually don't have to. You can just do like a little flicky thing. But sometimes it registers said little flicky thing when you didn't do anything, just because of how the camera moves. By the way, more rats.
This rat as well is very, very luck-based, unfortunately.
He was...
It's like, it's random how long it takes for him to come out of like either hole, and it's random which hole to come out of as well. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
There's actually a trick to get that early, but like it's not done in any runs because of how random that rat is.
Did it not hit the... There we go. My goodness. Apparently I hit a wall when I was scribbling. Whoopsies. I do appreciate how cathartic it is just to scribble sometimes. I just gotta keep...
By the way, people said yell hats.
Yell hats? Excuse me. There we go.
Dang. I thought you were doing it right there. That's why I was saying that.
Oh, yell hats to blow out the candles?
For the candle,
man,
yeah.
I should have. All right.
That's all right. You got another chance, I think.
I kind of love this room because you can tell the boomerang to go pick up your key for you and then just run away. And if you don't get stopped by the little slime boys, you're like right at the door when the key catches up with you, and it feels so convenient.
It's so cool.
Ooh, we got... Ooh. Those are some cooperative keys.
Good fight, good
My
fight.
goodness, it never goes that well.
I love when there's a lamp like that. It's so perfect.
Yeah. Oh gosh, you're like right here.
And you're right there? Dang, the luck right now.
His friend was way over here, but he was like standing right in the doorway. He was all
We take those for sure.
Also, this is Zelda, so light up the torches puzzle. There has to be one. I think that's the only one, though. Is that the only time we light up torches?
I think you do that as well in Temple of Ice, I want to say? Maybe casually, I forget. I think there's another one somewhere, but I'm forgetting right now.
Also, welcome to
There's for sure a lot more of it in
yeah.
Spirit Tracks, because like there's a whole dungeon about that.
welcome to boss key mechanics in this game. You're really slow while you're carrying a boss key over your head, so we just kind of throw it to ourselves repeatedly. And this is going to be the case for like every single boss key. Luckily, they're pretty nice about not making you carry it very far, so it doesn't really get grating in any way. This will also come up in Temple of the Ocean King, and it's pretty funny. All right, I'm terrible at explaining this fight, so Shasta, you want to take this fight while I try to do it?
Yeah, I got you. So this is Blaz, the first boss, the first temple here. Notice the other screen here where it shows like the horns on these enemies. One has 1 horn, 2 horns, 3 horns, etc. We just want to line them all up together in this case with 1 boomerang, so we can immediately get them all together. Then Blaz reforms normally, and then as soon as he reforms like this, we summon a boomerang, and we're able to. Oh no, he's trolling.
He got rude, but that's okay.
There we go. Yeah, and then we're able to just like hit him about 10 times or so. Rinse and repeat, fight's done. That's the idea.
That's much more wits.
Oh, we got some double hits too. Ooh, nice. So that's a little fun little thing you can do in this game. Link pulls his sword from the left side of his body, so if you're able to line stuff up on the left side of a boss or an enemy like this that takes multiple hits, you can do like a double spin attack, which does like 4 damage instead of 2. It's really cool. I can't do it consistently, but it's really cool. I love it.
I find that for this boss, it seems to line up pretty cleanly to do that a lot of times, but like sometimes Link just like turns in like bonky directions when he's trying to do a spin attack, dependent on the room and like the orientation of how you got there. And I'm like, Link, why are you now facing backwards? That's not helpful. I guess it still works. Okay, that Tektite scared me.
They always scare me. They're also random.
Thankfully, we are done with Tektites. That's like all of the Tektites in the entire run. Also, here is a power gem. What, we get like 2 of those in the entire run? We're not doing hundo. That would add on like another hour.
I think so, yeah.
So we're not
something to that effect.
Worry about all the collectibles.
Yeah, there's like 20 of each gem in this game. There's 3 types of gems, so it's a lot to collect. But it's really cool doing so.
Honestly.
That being said, the last time I played this game casually and tried to go for 100%, one of them comes in the mail and I never got that one because it glitched out, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Unfortunate.
Oh, I'm so excited to show mailbox skipping strats. We are really trying very hard not to get our mail in this game. Like, I feel like it's a Zelda game standard that you have to try real hard not to check your mail. We don't like mailmen here.
IRL we do. It's a very important service. But in this game, we hate it.
Like, I do love that they do make you sign for packages in this game, which is adorable. But we are trying to not sign for packages as much as possible. Like, we would love for that not to ever happen.
Fun fact as well, the signature you sign for your package comes up at the very end of the credits as well.
It does?
It's really cool.
I didn't know this.
You haven't watched the end of the credits? Oh no, it's so cool.
I mean, I probably did when I was like 11 and played this game for the first time, but I haven't recently. That's so cute.
All right, next Friday do on your stream, like skip the end cutscene and like watch the credits.
We're
it's
going
like
to.
There's a bunch of really cool papercraft arts and it's fantastic. I watch every single run.
I do love the like papercraft aesthetic of all the cutscenes. It's really cute.
There's like 10 images that's just like pure papercraft recalling the entire story. It's so cool.
By the way,
I love it so much.
We found the name of the game. That is the Phantom Hourglass.
There it is. The titular thing.
We did it. But is that the end of the run? We just get the Phantom Hourglass?
It's true. GG. Next up is TGH if Echoes
Yep, a little early TGH. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. It'll be fine.
But no, we have to use it 4 times. Again, we're going to use it for every other trip that we make to Temple of the Ocean King. So the core mechanic of this game is that every time we enter, we're going to get this little cutscene telling us how much time we have on the hourglass. And it's going to suspend that damage down mechanic for as long as we have sand in the hourglass. If we were to run out of time, we'd start taking damage. But being that this is a speed run, we really hope that we go nowhere close to running out of time on the hourglass. But each time that we beat a boss, we're going to get more sand for the hourglass, and each time that we re-enter the dungeon, we're going to be able to go deeper and deeper and take that time on our timer further and further. Also, we have met the titular phantoms of Phantom Hourglass, that if they hit you, you have to restart the room, and also you lose a minute off of your timer. Which again, this is a speed run. We're not too concerned about losing a minute off of our timer. Restarting the room sounds a little bit scarier though, right? We don't want to lose progress.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to do that.
That sounds bad. Oh no, he saw me.
Oh yeah. Frick!
What am I going to do? I should better run to the safe zone. Oh, I'm safe now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh no, they saw me.
Oh. No!
I better run all the way over here. That I'm sure I'm safe here.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it.
Oh no, they saw me.
I'll get you.
Ah, darn it.
Couldn't get past them.
They're too good. That was our death warp to go back to where the key goes. Again, losing time off of the hourglass is not a very harsh penalty in a speedrun context. Now it's going to teach us that we can distract them by making noise nearby them. And we'll use that to move that guy. And now we get to show our first, I think, non-pot-based trick, which is that the boomerang can go through walls.
On the way back, the boomerang just has no collision, so we'll just kind of clip it through a wall like that. Technically, it's not really a clip, but you know, if Link is on one spot of a wall and boomerang's on the other side, it will come back to them in a straight line. And in this case, right in between, the grab box is still active, and we're able to just get the small key there. We do that trick 3 times in the run, by the way. It's pretty cool.
I love that trick.
That particular application of it 3 times in the run, to be more clear.
Yeah, it's also just like kind of pretty easy to do. Like it's kind of just fun, and it skips that entire floor. Now we have one of these floors that they want us to collect the 3 triangles and bring them up to the big old Triforce that's at the top. And this comes into the part of this dungeon that is very cycle-based. So I did have to wait there because I was too fast for my cycle.
Nice. Good recovery.
So we're gonna try to get optimal cycles. We're gonna try not to waste too much time. Because it is the double-edged sword of being cycle-based, that if you miss a cycle, that's super slow. But unfortunately, the cycles on this Phantom like never really work out. That he is always gonna be able to see me before this one.
There is an IL strat where you can get past that Phantom just in time.
Oh my god.
But like it's not really like RTA viable at all. It's not worth it for like a real time run.
I saw it and I was like, that's incredible. You're essentially grabbing the key early and like doing things in different
it's really
order.
hard.
It looks so inconsistent. So, well, we'll take the 1 cycle loss over the IL strat.
Yeah, shout out to Hornets for finding that strat. It's really hard, to say the least. I tried to put it in my Wilducker run for this, but like it's incredibly difficult, honestly. I really like try to grind out for like an hour, and like I couldn't do it consistently at all. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it the normal way. I'm losing like what, like 5 seconds? It's fine. I'll save it later.
And now we have delivered all of our Doritos to the Dorito place, and we get to open up and get our second C chart out of 4. We will be getting all of the C charts as we have to because dungeons are on all 4 maps. And oh no, this one is dirty. Gross.
Oh, beans.
Ewy.
Time to go get a washcloth and wash off the sea charts.
It's like
Probably the worst we could do.
it would be really funny.
Maybe put in the laundry. I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
Probably worse.
like it's the Zelda classic that like the most powerful item is the empty bottle. What if the Phantom Hourglass most powerful item is just like wet rag?
Wet rag.
Now we're gonna show it to Lineback and he's gonna go, ew, gross, fix that. That's how you fix it.
Just like that.
We just blew the dust off it and went, eh, there you go. Like, thank you for making us use the fun mechanic of having a microphone. Now, there was a new trick found for this upcoming area that skips a lot of it, but I haven't had time to learn it, and it is frame perfect. So we're just gonna acknowledge the fact that it exists and hope that it's in runs someday. But I don't think anybody has done it in runs yet.
I used to do it back in the day because it was discovered like just before the pandemic happened, actually. But like, there's never a consistent setup for it, but the setup was found recently. It's called Bomb Garden Skip. It takes about 30 seconds because instead of going around the entire island, you just like skip like a big portion of it. But it is really hard and also very tricky to do.
Also,
even that setup, but like the setup is very nice to have.
well, I did talk to a mailman. I did not check my mail. Nobody sent me any letters.
It's true.
But yeah, basically you would be baiting a chew to let Link do a very janky jump up a ledge, which obviously he does not want to do usually. But instead we're just gonna hope that Bomb Garden cooperates. Well, that bomb got out of reach, but it still worked. Anybody familiar with the idea of every game having a time to crate ratio?
Oh, what now?
Every game only has X amount of time before it has crates of some kind, and now we're moving crates.
Oh. Oh, you're right too, because that also happens like Spirit Tracks as well. Oh no, you're so right.
It's supposed to be like, how creative is your video game that, oh my goodness, these rats, we're gonna murder that rat.
Goodbye, rat. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah,
Play it
we're
safely
just
here.
we're gonna wait for this bomb to respawn. I really don't want to die here. I wanted to kill the rat. I wanted to continue my rat murder spree.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
This is some
There's 200
pixels.
rupees inside a tree there.
I'm a.
The fun fact about that rupee there, there's like, they're supposed to tell you
I'm going
about.
the wrong way. Oopsies.
Yeah, I was gonna say. There's like an NPC on the island that tells you about that like rupee in the tree there, and we already know about it, so we just get 200 rupees for free by just rolling in that tree.
This is Edo. I don't know what happened to his arm.
He was working hard in the lab, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know also how he
Making cannons.
develops a new technology with only one arm. He also repeatedly takes it out of the sling. Like, is he okay? Also,
He's doing his best.
we can run behind his house. We don't have to go all the way back. But now we have a camp. That's an okay line. Obviously, we're trying to get as clean and short of paths from point A to point B as possible every time I do a line. But I'm drawing on a Wii U gamepad with a stylus. They don't always come out perfect, especially when you're drawing like big complicated curves. Oh no, a thingamajig!
Oh no!
Good thing I'm always jumping. So like, a lot of it is trying to learn how to like make as direct of paths as quickly as possible, and also try not to have to redraw your line if your line came out too janky. But I'll accept
Red
that
Rupee,
line.
let's go.
Yeah, but supposedly we're supposed to need 200 rupees by a certain point in the run, at minimum. Quote unquote, you can have 300 rupees for safety. I've never needed them, so. Microphone tricks, we'll get there.
I've needed them many times, that's all I know. However, you now have a good setup for this, so it's like, yeah, now you don't need them.
By the way, that's the ghost ship. We're gonna ignore it. Don't worry about it. There's a plot happening.
There's a plot happening. It was explained in the intro. I forgot about it. Anyways.
Be careful now, Uwu! This is why I'm such a big fan of naming my character Uwu.
Be careful.
Be careful! We're just ignoring the ghost ship because we actually want to void out in the fog. So we're...
Yeah, so fun fact, you're supposed to go to the very top left of the map here and chase them all the way over there, but the game also doesn't want you to go to the right over here to the wind temple early, so it just, if you go to the right, it just voids you out early and counts as you just like chasing the ghost ship all the way up there. So yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Oh no! We voided out!
Fun fact as well, we actually do this run on Wii U VC because it turns out it's the fastest version. This run used to be done on the Japanese version of the game, and that cutscene you just saw right there does not exist in Japanese. I don't know why. It's just gone.
I didn't know this.
Same with all the Cyclone Slate cutscenes. You'll see those later. Those are also non-Japanese. I don't know why. It's just gone for some reason.
That's so wacky.
It's so weird.
Also, I'm really sorry, Linebeck, for damaging your boat. I actually didn't care.
That's so valid.
Because it's optimal to always be hopping. The life motto of successful speedrunners, I guess. It's optimal to move the camera and shoot the cannon while moving the boat by doing it between hops. So whenever I'm in midair is when I'll shoot the cannon. And if like an enemy is too close, every time we land on an island, it heals our boat. I don't actually care. It's fine. All right, this is one of the only times in the speedrun we say the word no. Good.
No! The life motto of frogs, bunnies, and Link from Fam Hourglass, always be hopping.
Always be hopping. Oh no, I can't count.
Or I guess technically also like any source engine speedrun, always be hopping, you know, bunny hopping. All right. Thank you. I'll be here the entire run. Yeah.
I kind of love this guy. He makes you talk to him and then start to walk away, and then he goes, "Wait!" And then you have to talk to him again. I think that woman is telling us not to go into this cave because we could die. In fact, we could die. Ooh, free health. Just
I was gonna say, you should get that heart there. These keys are extremely mean. They sometimes hit you over the gap here, and you get hurt like for a full heart when that happens.
Well, we got away. I'm glad we got that heart. Let's do this funny. There we go. And now,
nice.
Sir Zora Knight is a chump. Turns out he is very scared of boomerangs. And because I'm only at one heart, I'm gonna be a little bit careful and jumps.
There are hearts right at the end of the room.
We're gonna
in those pots
jump
there.
slash our way over to the hearts.
Nice.
So that I can, you know, immediately, please pick up the bomb, go back to playing fast and loose with my health total. But now, famed Zelda item, the shovel. Our fairy wants us to look at a desk. I don't want to. Sir, now I have to wait for the bomb to respawn. Peace. Thank you.
Womp womp.
Alright, there we go. And honestly, 2 health is not ideal for going into the scary section next, but it's better than most runs, so I'll take it.
It's workable.
Linebeck, even though you told me not to be here, I got a shovel. I don't know where he actually tells you to go. I forget.
I don't know. I forget too. It's been a little bit.
Speedrunners read text challenge. There's only 1 level and it's impossible.
I will have to do that soon for my DS project because I actually played this game soon for it. But yeah, soon I'll have to read. Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, this next section is mostly just like a bunch of sailing. That's the idea. We have to go through the fog here in a very specific path, and it takes a little bit to do so.
Yeah, we have to take a very specific path around the rocks, which is the hardest thing to draw quickly, and if you screw it up at all, try again from the very beginning. So we're gonna try very hard not to do that. But there we go.
And we can't do this any shorter way. That's the fastest way we can do it.
Yup.
We can't skip this. It's just how it is. So for the next like 2 minutes or so, we'll just be jumping with the boats and going along this path right here. So, do you have anything to say, Pippi? If not, we can probably do some like announcements.
I'm having a good time. I'm sniping octopods. Octopodes? I don't know. What's the correct octopi?
Those
things.
The thing.
I am very much guilty of during this section, just going, yeah, I can just repeatedly tap the screen and read my chat. And then either doing what I just did for a second, which is lose the jump button. Oh, we jumped over him. Oh, I did not mean to hit stop. Hitting the stop button is in fact slow.
Twice? What the heck?
Or just completely driving the boat into the explosive barrels because I'm sorry, Lineback. It's fine. You have 4 health. That is enough. We do not need more boat health in this run, as much as I would like it.
We do not need it. We're not getting any ship parts. I'm sorry. Please would play this game casually. We enjoy getting all the ship parts, especially the gold ones.
Oh.
Actually, no one enjoys getting the gold ones. Those are difficult to get. Never mind.
I want my boat to look like a dragon.
Oh yeah, sounds cool.
A dragon.
I want the seashell boats.
Yeah, no, we're keeping our boring basic boat for this run, unfortunately.
Even 100%, we don't get all the ship parts because it makes the run like way longer and more luck-based. So, womp womp.
All right, we have gotten through the gauntlet. The fog can now fade. We have survived. Now we hope I didn't just crash into Beetle. Please move,
Beetle
Beetle.
sometimes stops for us too.
Beetle.
No, you stopped him. Oh no.
No, Beetle, I'm doing a speed run. This very much has the same energy. It's like, Mom, get out of my room.
Come on, Beetle, fast.
Mom, I'm on GDQ Hotfix.
Come on.
All right, we're gonna try really hard not to die during this section. By the way, there is a dancing mailbox there. No.
No.
We do not.
So there's wind during this section that blows against us. We gotta make sure we can make these cycles so we don't like jump while the wind's going off, because otherwise it just puts us directly into the wire and hurts us. That's what we're doing here.
Ooh.
Also, if we roll during the wind, we actually go backwards, so we can't really roll during that as much.
All right. Whoop. Oh god, I stood too close to the edge.
Oh, I hate when it happens.
That's all right. We can just wait for a moment until the wind comes back, because we need the wind to do these larger jumps. But That's the part where enemies can be mean to me and do damage to me, and here I can heal. And what do I do when I acquire health? Immediately go back to being completely laissez-faire about my health total. So that's what we're gonna do. Just tank more damage with wild abandon. Come on, wind. There we go. Cause it'll never hurt me. It'll never come back to bite me in the butt. All right, now we're gonna
Absolutely not.
try to do a little cutscene skip thing. There we go. That was beautiful.
Nice.
If you go down there, there's like a little cutscene of Ciela talking to you, but jumping on the fence and jumping over, we just scooch right on past the trigger. And also it's really cute. Hot take, Toon Link, adorable. Look how cute he is.
I love him.
He's
just a little guy.
All right, now is where we are going to attempt to recreate Dune. And I'm gonna try my best to be, as people in my chat like to say, oh no, the Quisat's hat rack.
That was very mean.
And blow on my mic again. Luckily there's health right here. This section is evil.
Agreed.
Because got caught on one little edge and they're like, hee, I can eat you.
That particular sandworm also just like stops like going after you after you get past that edge, that little like edge too. That's the unfortunate thing. These sandworms are mean.
They are. And there's more of them, but we have survived the desert.
Hooray!
We have survived the desert. That wasn't excellent. We got chomped on, but you know what? We're alive, and I take those. We take those. And that's gonna put us directly into our second dungeon. So, we can do that through a door. Or go through a wall.
I love that so much.
And now we're gonna try to do this bomb boomerang thing that I don't really understand why. Nope. Bomb.
Oh.
That was the void. There we go. Yeah, no, just sometimes it's not feeling it, but that's okay.
It's so strange.
Yeah, I don't know what the collision
more
is on that.
I have more luck just like tapping the boomerang on top of it instead of like drawing a line like that. I don't know if that'll help or not.
We'll have to try that out. All right, well, we're gonna pick up some extra health just in case because I know everybody's so excited for more sandworms. But they're okay. Hi.
Ooh.
There will be more sandworms. Since I had to wait.
I love sandworms.
Link, why did you roll into a pit? Sometimes the rolling mechanics in this are interesting. All right, let's... Nice, got all 4 of them.
Ooh, that's good, that's good.
It's funny how some of these like fight rooms can be absolutely trivialized and some of them absolutely cannot. No. Stop trying to push the block and attack the snake, please. All right, I'm gonna pull out my shovel while we're moving this guy. Hop across. And now, we're gonna see how this fight goes, because Link likes to do this interesting thing in this fight, where he sometimes tries to pick up a bomb through a bomb, and because that's impossible, he just does nothing. But he didn't do it there. We're happy about that. I don't know how the collision in this game works. I think that's a pattern that's emerged. Alright.
Pretty much, yeah. As far as I'm aware.
Hey, you, get out of here.
Even after defeating that time, I was just revenge.
Listen, he slowed me down. I just wanted to follow through, okay? I made a threat.
Understandable.
And I needed him to know that I was serious. Alright, now is sandworm time. We're gonna chuck a bomb
Yay.
to try to distract that guy so we can dig up this one. We're gonna need to do 4 of these.
Yeah, for whatever reason, like, there's a bunch of holes in the ground here, and you have to
Oh,
dig
God.
up certain holes in order to actually advance.
Link,
Shouts to the random RNG heart drop there. You'd love to see
please
it.
run. Thank you.
Nice.
All
Good
right,
avoidance.
we're gonna grab that guy. Perfect. Okay, do we not get nabbed? It looks like we did not get nabbed. Heck yeah.
Hooray.
Now can I be the Quisat's hat rack? This is a Dune joke. This is a Dune joke.
I've never seen Dune.
Almost missed my roll there and lost my title. And then get bit by a chew.
That's kind of funny to say, actually.
Do chews have teeth? Can chews
I hope
chew?
not. I think they're just like jelly, and that's it, with funny eyeballs.
This and other questions.
I don't know how they eat filter feeding. They're like a real life sponge. I don't know.
Ooh, I rolled by accident 1 extra time.
I say as if I wasn't referencing, you know, sea sponges, but whatever. Anyways.
All right. We're gonna finish pushing these guys to get our key, and then we will be able to pick up our bombs. Because bombs are supposed to be the most overpowered Zelda item, right?
Yeah.
Do bombs break this game wide open?
They're pretty good.
They're decent.
I like them. They do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're pretty fun for combat. The upcoming boss I am a big fan of because I think it's pretty funny. I think the fast strat for it is hilarious. Does that mean it's a good boss? Questionable, but you'll see a lot of bombs.
Woohoo! I think it's funny how you like bring up the fact that like we're just joking about like how bombs don't usually break this game, but like in Spirit Tracks though, bombs break the crap out of that game. it's wild. You can like go over gaps with like bomb jumps. It's cool. Like a lot of the skips in that run are just like all like bomb related. It's wild.
Yeah, I don't think we do any real bomb boosting, which oh.
It's unfortunately not possible with the Hourglass engine, it seems.
That
Not in the way that Spirit Tracks does it, at least.
give me some bombs. I want extra bombs.
We need Splody.
I want to make things go boom. I got like all the rocks on that one. All right, now time for. Oh, he didn't actually throw the boomerang. Oh, almost. There we go.
Nice.
That trick is very silly. Well, grab the extra bombs since I spawned them. And yo, the big key! How far is it gonna make us travel with it? The answer is here.
Like 15 feet, maybe.
It's very kind on this one. We literally have to throw it like once. And now we can go into Cyclock. Again, my favorite boss just because I think he's very funny. I don't think he's actually my favorite boss. I think my favorite boss is Eox. But we can look forward to Eox later. For now, we have Cyclock. Alright, let's grab full bombs and full health. And it is time for big, scary, giant Octorok and his massive wigglies.
Oh no! So you
What do I do?
Throw a bomb into the thing. Sick. So bombs do more damage than your sword in this case. We're able to actually do 2 cycle Cyclock here, which is pretty cool. Just by throwing a total of 10 bombs into them as soon as they get on the ground. It's also random which cyclones actually like pop up here. And also it's random what they do, and they have an attack which makes them invincible, which thankfully didn't happen, so we got a really good fight there. Nice.
Yeah, that was really solid. I also just love that the optimal way to damage him is what's ammo counts. Just absolutely wail on him. We'll worry about ammo later.
Absolutely octopus on them, yeah.
And now that we have 5 hearts, honestly, this becomes the point in the run where we don't quite have to worry about micromanaging our health total nearly as much, which is very appreciated. As a person who accidentally walks into literally everything, and as I was saying that, walked into a mini cliff. All right, now we're actually not going to go directly to the next point of story progression. I don't like that line. We're gonna go over this way to an island that is not on the map. Say hi to these cyclones, by the way. We'll be back later. We'll be back for
Hi,
you cyclones. But we're gonna go try to get one of my favorite puzzles casually, which is the Uncharted Island, which you can see over there. And I'm going to make it so you can't see it over there, because we're gonna try to skip the cutscene of it zooming in on the island and telling us that we can go there by,
I believe,
hopefully banging our boat into it just a little bit. All right. Look at it. You're under the dock. Oh, there we go.
nice. There it is.
You just have to give it a moment sometimes.
For whatever reason, if you discover the island like when they're on top of the like dock icon like that, it just like puts you right into there, no problem. It just saves like 10-15 seconds because normally there's a very long like zoom in that happens where it's like, ooh, the island's there. Go to it. It just takes a little bit for whatever reason. So yeah. We did it twice in the run, by the way. So that's the first time we do it.
It's a really cute trick. The gimmick of this island is that as you can see on the top screen, we do not have a map. And as a result, we don't really know where we're going, except we do because I've played this video game before. But I really love this puzzle casually because the casual intended solution is they give you like a little riddle to solve, and the way that you solve it is by drawing your own map. So I'm not gonna tell you what the solution is, because if you haven't played it casually, go draw your own map. It's like so charming. I love it a lot. Like, I'm just gonna nerd out about casual gameplay, don't mind me.
Oh yeah, I do the same, don't worry. If you want me to, I could explain the plot of this game a while ago, but I'm letting you do your own thing.
I mean, if you would like to explain the plot, we're just picking up the Cyclone Slate, which is gonna last warp. So
I love the Cyclone Frog design. It's fantastic.
Great mustache. But we have got plenty of time if you would like to explain the plot, because I don't know the plot very well.
Oh, I got you then. Okay, so this is actually the sequel to Wind Waker. It takes place not long after the events of that game. We're on the pirate ship and stuff. But it turns out we see like another ship approach us, and it's like a ghost ship in this case. So Link and Tetra on the pirate ship go investigate it, and they get separated in this case. Link falls into the water. Tetra's stuck on the ghost ships, and we have to go find her. That's what's happening right now in this part of the run. Essentially, we're going to go find Tetra, and we're in this land we're not familiar with. In this case, we'll eventually learn it as the world of the Ocean King. But yeah.
All right.
For now, though, we do have the Cyclone Slate, which allows us to warp around the entirety of the map. But in this case, we're getting the first warp, which are these golden frogs you might have seen throughout the run occasionally, especially like earlier on when we're going to the lead island. But yeah.
Yeah, up until now, we either haven't had means to hit them or haven't had reason to, because without the Cyclone Slate, we actually can't do anything with them. But now I can rudely hit a frog with a cannon, and he's gonna be like, hey,
for real,
have you considered drawing a backwards N? And we're gonna go, great, I want to save and quit.
Great, I love 9H Nails.
That's gonna be our first save warp of the run, which is gonna play a cutscene that we don't want to watch, and we're just going to use it to warp ourselves back to the island, and we're going back to do another visit to the Temple of the Ocean King, because now we aren't picking up more sea charts as we have been previously. We're going to pick up the salvage key, which includes the puzzle that I think a lot of people remember best from Phantom Hourglass, which is the puzzle where the intended solution is to close the DS.
It rules.
It's such a cute idea. It took me so long to figure out as a kid. Now, problem. I can't hold this.
Not with that attitude.
You could. It would be a bad idea, I think.
Do you think it would work?
Not
No.
after you folded it.
Yeah, no.
But so unfortunately, they have a alternative solution specifically for playing on Wii U, and it makes no sense.
It makes some sense.
Yeah, we're copying the
I'll defend
functionality.
Yeah.
But now we realize
It's not the fun way to do it, but it like
it works.
technologically speaking, it is the way that they like programmed it in, and it's not fun, but it's like I get it.
But now we really get to see when we go into the Temple of the Ocean King again that we get to start skipping stuff by having items because we're doing a revisit. So whereas previously, oh, I got dizzy. Whereas previously I had to do the whole grabbing the aggro of the phantoms to death warp myself back to the beginning because I had to run all the way around. I'll have to do that this time because I have bombs. So we can skip most of the room. This next room is not going to be any different than the first time because, fun fact, the boomerang is still broken. So we can still skip this entire
Very
room.
cool. We love the
We
boomerang.
do. Oh,
Actually, though, it's one of my favorite items in the game.
it's so cute. But once again, we're just gonna set up an angle. And as much as that phantom was coming towards me, there's actually a line on the floor that upper phantom can't cross. So as long as I go down all the way, I'm completely safe. Now, despite the fact that we have more items on this one, I actually find this to be the much harder variant of this room. I feel like this room gets harder every time, honestly.
I would agree with that.
But we're gonna start out the same way. But I'm gonna try to get my shovel ready because we are trying to beat this guy over here. And look at that, plenty of time. He's still walking all slowly, and we can just dump him in the void.
We're fine.
Yeah, that's a little bit faster, even though it's on the same cycle as pulling the lever, because we don't have to, watch the cutscene. But that also means that our rolls don't refresh, so we have to be a little bit more careful, and it's a little bit scarier because you're taking that time also to, swap items and use the item, and it's just a little bit sketchier in general. And don't worry, as I said, the next time is worse.
Hooray!
Once again, we're gonna just let this guy turn so that he doesn't see us, and we can grab that from right out behind him. I love these areas in the same weird part of me that loves doing trial movement in Skyward Sword, which is to say, it's so funny once you learn how the phantoms work to just be like, hee hee hee, I'm in danger. And just completely ignore
You're
them.
so right.
Alright, we have completed up until we had, where we had gotten last time, but now we have a second fairy. I guess.
Get the spirit of wisdom. To open the door of wisdom.
I guess a third fairy. We got a lot of fairies in this game. A whole lot of hey.
Yeah.
Listen. Will. All right, now we're gonna do.
We're now go
Well,
through 3 more floors of the Temple of the Ocean King. That's the idea. Now.
Yep. And now we get to do another little boomerang collision trick. This one's a little bit more finicky to set up.
It's a little harder
There
in my
we go.
opinion. Nice, got it. Did the fast way too.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. I tend to be very bad at this strat. Yeah, no, we're gonna get the cutscene, but that's okay. If you can snipe that guy with the boomerang, you can skip that little cutscene, but either way, hey, get off.
It's usually the bottom Phantom either that messes me up or anything else. That one is pretty evil. Also, yeah, these are Phantom Eyes. Essentially, if we go near them, they beep on top of us and alert the Phantoms to our location and try and make the Phantoms hit us, of course, and take us back to the beginning of the room. But, yeah, in this case, we can just kind of, like, ignore that, but not... Of course, right now, it's not fast to do that, but it's hard in that room to avoid the Phantoms, honestly.
Ugh.
Like, all of them.
There we go. Missed one of them with my initial
But
throw.
in some cases later, though, we can ignore them. Like, just have them beep on us. So it's no big deal.
Yeah, optimally, we don't want to get that extra cutscene, and you can do that by doing the quick snipe on that guy that I tried to go for, but like your angle's a little bit off, and whatever, it's a couple second time loss.
Also, for whatever reason, this floor is just combat,
Yeah.
and I don't know why. It's very out of place because the rest of the floors are just like the other ones.
Now we're gonna do the only thing that I think I'm gonna do in this run that I don't do in regular runs, which is pick up a single potion,
Hooray!
just in case.
Let's go safety.
Always be safe.
Always be hopping.
Oh, that was an oopsie. Get off me. We're just gonna wait for that guy to walk away a little bit. That's okay. You're supposed to wait a hot second longer for that guy to run away. Also, it said draw an hourglass. That counted.
Oh yeah. And now here's the puzzle we were talking about earlier. We have to close your DS. So the reason why this works is because the game detects you going into sleep mode, essentially. So that's why it's the thing. But normally you'd press your DS on top of each other by just closing it normally. But on Wii U, we just do this. It just works.
Yep. We just open the suspend menu, and wow, ooh woo. And now we got a crest. We are a little over an hour into the run, so Church, if you would like to do our break about now, I think it might be a good time, because also after this, we're heading back out of this, and we are going to the fun microphone strat where we get to say whatever we want to Edo. So chat, think about what you would like to say to Edo while you're stretching and hydrating, yeah?
I think it's a good idea.
Perfect.
Once we get to the dock here, I think it'd be a good time to take a break, yeah.
We'll go right back to Lineback and pause right there.
Perfect. So yeah, during these longer runs, everybody, we like to take breaks every hour. So just everybody get up, stretch, get some water, anything y'all need to do. Just a quick reminder before we go to that break. GDQ is hiring. If you are interested in becoming a host volunteer coordinator, you can go to gamesdonequick.com/jobs and apply before February 17th. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the run in just a moment here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Today, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of Majora's Mask 3D. We are in the middle of a Phantom Hourglass run. I'll hand it right back over to you whenever you're ready, if you just want to give a quick countdown.
Yeah, sure. Yep, we are all set to go on our next sailing adventure in 3, 2, 1. Resume the run. We're just gonna go talk to Lineback, and we're gonna pay another visit to our friend Edo, who gave us the cannon previously, because now he's going to give us the salvage arm, but we do have to make a quick pit stop first while we're here, because we're going to get... Hey, right next to the first island seems like a really convenient place to have a warp to, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That feels like a good idea. So,
Yeah.
nice little Xy thing. Perfect.
I love weird triangles.
Yep. Yeah, keep in mind those shapes. I love that this game intends for you to like draw the shape on the map. It's really cute, but we don't have time to draw ourselves reminders. By the way, no evil mailbox. We did not check our mail. All right,
Hooray.
So here's Edo, and I'm going to do a thing where I'm gonna actually hold my finger over the mic to suppress room tone. So now I can shout whatever I want, and he'll be fine with it. Greetings, sir! Now those are some pipes. He'll give you the salvage arm for a different amount of rupees depending on how loud you are. So, previously, when I was asking, like, hey, how do you do this? People were like, you pray, and maybe invest in a can of compressed air. And I was like, that sounds awful. So I was trying to practice it while in a hotel room where I could not make noise by using the noise from a heater. Figured out that you can suppress the room tone during the conversation by holding my finger over the mic so that it'll accept pretty much any amount of noise. If we pull out the salvage arm a little bit early before we get over the crest, we also can skip the little thing of it saying, oh, I think here's the spot. But yeah, welcome to fishing minigames. So this is Oops All Fishing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Our host is Jiggy.
Hi, Jiggy.
Hi, how's it going?
You sound a little
definitely
different.
Well,
Are you
thanks for asking.
You know, it's just been a really long day, very tired.
Okay.
Got cold, I gotcha.
Is this the Hylian Loach?
Yeah.
Can we name this box Loach?
Hi, Loach.
Hi, Loach. These have all been references to, Oops All Fishing. Excellent performances all around.
Actually, we just caught Neptuna right there.
Oh.
Whoa. Ooh. It's got stovefish on it. Yeah.
All right.
Referencing this game, by the way, it has fishing as well.
Time for my favorite thing. It changes the size of the boat halfway through that cutscene to make physics work. But neat, we got the salvage, the sun key, whatever it's called. We got a thing.
Sun key, yeah. The thing.
My split is called salvage key. I didn't know what it was actually called.
Oh no. It's a sun key. It goes into the sun door.
Oh, see, that makes sense.
Which, I don't know why it's the sun key that goes into the sun door. I'm not gonna lie on the theming there, but it's a thing. You got a thing.
Yeah, it lets us get into... Oh, I was meaning to bad manners on that rock and blow up the rest of the rock, even though we never have to go through this passage again. But I instead hit a fish.
Aw.
That's okay.
You said hit the seagull.
Yeah, you can hit the seagulls, and it's, first of all, wastes time when they steal your aggro when you're trying to, like, they steal your lock on if you're trying to hit the frogs or an enemy. But also, it's really sad. And makes me sad.
Or burb.
Alright, so we're on our way to the third dungeon, and oh god!
Frick!
It's a thing! What is it? We don't know. A couple of the islands just weirdly have this, like, little entry boss thing. And this one, excuse me, for some reason cares if you're moving, at a certain time. So we're gonna stay still until... Oh, no, he didn't like that. Hold on. There we go.
So essentially, whenever they, I just looked at the name of it, by the way. Whenever giant eye plant right here, yeah, that's what it's actually called. Whenever they're shooting like this, you want to move, and when they stop shooting, you stop moving. And for whatever reason, it makes it so they don't do extra attack cycles. And of course, that saves us time. So, yeah. I knew the name of his boss was I know the name of this boss, but I know the name of the other overworld boss we'll see later. That one's Massive Eye, which has 6 massive eyes, so not exactly accurate, but close enough, you know.
That
Giant Eye Plant is like that's pretty accurate to the name, I would say.
Yeah, that is a walkie-talkie style name right there. I don't know what it is. You walkie and you talkie. Also, you have for some reason, a weirdly large window of time right there to do inputs while you're waiting for it to go, oh, good, we can land now. So, cannon fire this innocent island, I suppose.
As you do.
Sure. But...
Try touching the door, Uwu.
God, I love naming characters Uwu.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try now really hard to not take too much damage during this next section, because if I have... Excuse me. I did not want to hit the...
Oh.
Boing!
Oh, he's telling me about the thing inside Ocean's house. Oh my gosh. I know that's the one that did that.
Alright, there we go.
There's like a treasure outside Ocean's house if you just like use the shovel out there. It's funny. Anyways.
We're trying to take as little damage as possible here, because if I have a decent amount of health going into the next dungeon, I can... Oh, hit this tree. I can make an earlier cycle. Oh, I missed both of them. Well, we got one.
Fun fact while we're out here too, there is actually a trick that is completely random whether or not it works. It's literally a 50-50 chance. It sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. Called Tree Clip, which allows you to get to this part where Pippi's in right now, a little earlier, but either the tree that allows you to be able to do this spawns like 1 pixel higher, 1 pixel lower, and if it spawns a pixel higher, you can't do it. If it spawns a pixel lower, you can't do it. It's very funny. I don't know why it's a thing, but yeah.
I did not know it was actually RNG. That's so funny.
It's so unfortunate. I go for it even though I shouldn't, but it saves like 5 seconds if I get it, so you know.
Well, the Zora Knights were very cruel there, so we're gonna play it safe, and we're gonna get health, and we're not gonna save like 3 seconds. On getting a faster cycle inside the dungeon, even though I'm really stubborn as an individual and I like going for the faster cycles. But no, we'll get health so that, you know,
we'll play it safely.
I don't die in the dungeon that's like the most punishing if you die in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This temple is, in my opinion, like, I don't like this temple. I'll just be honest. It's my least favorite one in this run, and probably in general in Zelda.
It's got some really
it's a blemish
puzzles,
upon,
but it's also
like
really just a lot of platform cycles.
In my opinion, the dungeons in this game are really good. This is the one that's an exception, unfortunately. That's the way I see it.
Right.
Like, that's the highlight of the game for me more than anything else. Is like both the charm of it and also, of course, the dungeons. And this is one that I feel like it just falls a little short of the mark, especially in a speedrunning sense. Because yeah, if you die, you have to go all the way back. If you don't get a single shortcut, you lose so much time. Which you don't do that in a speedrun, so it loses you a lot of time.
So we're gonna be a little bit careful not to die. This dungeon does have some, like, you know, some cute stuff in it, but it overall does also have a whole lot of this, which is hanging out on moving platforms.
Yay!
Woo! Shoutouts to Ben Stevens, who spends that moving platform playing with the, like, please grab the heart, the boomerang, and I tried to do that because it looked fun, and hold on. That guy wants you to yell at him, and I didn't feel like it, so we blew into my microphone. But I tried to do it because it looked fun, and it moved my camera around, and then Link fell in a void. So I stopped trying to be fancy for fun in that particular spot will still be fancy for fun in plenty of other places, because I don't learn. Ooh, fun.
Understandable.
Oop.
I'll point out Emmy we just feed just a little bit ago there. That was a Pole's voice. Little fun fact for you. Pole's voice first appeared in the first Legend of Zelda game, but specifically in the Famicom release of the game, there is a microphone on the like 2-player slot or 2-player controller for whatever reason. And if you blow into that, it'll just defeat the Pole's voices in one go. So that's actually a reference to that, funnily enough.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to learn the route for this game, like just by watching the like world record video, and I could not figure out for the life of me how world record does in 1 hit, but for me it's taking like 30, and so I messaged Brandino about it, and he was like, "Oh, try blowing into the mic," and I was like, I never would have figured this out.
I do think this is cool right here, just walking over the floor. You're supposed to be able to, you're supposed to find like a map on a different part of the dungeon to tell you about how to get through this section here, which has an invisible floor. And you just walk over it, and I think it's kind of cool. I'll admit that. And the arrows, which are always cool in Zelda.
Yeah, we get to do some fun tricks with the arrows later. And they are a decent combat item. Those little scorpion things are the bane of my existence. We'll see. Actually, I want to kill you. We'll see how they cooperate later. Now, a interesting thing that we're going to make a lot of use of, and you have to be a little bit careful of with using the bow in this game, is that this game really likes to, as I would like to call it, pull a Nintendo. Where the second something is off screen, it is unloaded. Ooh, way wide open. They can
Ooh, look at that.
just be right there and knock the thing out of your hands. It's just bad RNG, but they were really nice. But so if you'll notice, I had to wait for the camera to move closer to the target before I shot on that last thing. Because otherwise, if it was off camera, it would not exist. And so I could shoot at it. And it would not work because,
Oh, dang. I thought I was going to go for it anyways.
No, I'm gonna be safe. I don't like this room.
Yeah, it's one of these favorite rooms, the entire dungeon too. There's 4 keys that fly around here in the void, and they can knock you off these platforms, trying to cycle. And fortunately, if you missed that first cycle there, you actually get a bad cycle now, so just wait a little longer for the second platform to appear and everything. Quite a shame. Yeah, these keys are super, like, case in point, that can just happen. It's so unfortunate. I hate that. Ah! These keys are the
They
worst.
suck. You can try to like snipe them with the boomerang. There we go. But you don't know where they're gonna be. Now I'm gonna be a little bit careful because I've not the most health, and I'm about to take a bit of damage to that guy. You can clip through that sometimes. I don't know when you can or can't.
If you like run up against them and roll, you can clip through them.
Darn.
That's like an issue scene for it.
Sometimes it just doesn't want to work. This is a very, very slow platform cycle. Again, platform cycles, the dungeon. Luckily, there are not keys on this one. I would hate to fall off in this room.
There are a few cool things in this dungeon. One of them is in like the the last room we'll see in this dungeon. Essentially, it is genuinely very cool.
Yeah.
But also a lot of it is just waiting for platforms. And I've run this game a lot, and that's the reason why I said I don't like this dungeon very much anymore, because it's just a lot of this.
Shoutouts to...
And yeah, if you die, you lose like minutes, so yeah, fun stuff.
I pulled out the boomerang. We're just gonna play it safe with you. I pulled out the boomerang before I actually used it, and then when I let go of it, it warped back to where I had started in order to start the boomerang throw. Interesting. One more Pole's voice. And now I'm not in the best health position, but that's okay because we are coming up on being able to heal. And also coming up on, in my opinion, the most interesting room in this dungeon. So this platform...
Yeah, this is genuinely very cool.
I don't like that ending. Sure, we're gonna do that and we'll just be very safe about it. This platform moves when you draw on the map. I forgot to shoot the one up there. We're just gonna start over.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oopsies.
Yeah, try again.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to...
All good, all good.
To talk and do speedrun at the same time. Oopsie doopsie.
I can talk for you sometimes if you need to. It's fine. That's what I'm here for.
I'm just gonna have you take all of warp displacement, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's what we want to do. So, oh, it got stuck for a second. Bumper cars.
We're good, we're good. Nice.
We just can draw lines on the map to decide where this platform goes. This final line, I don't actually care where the endpoint is because I do care where my eye is, though. There we go. When we want to go back to the beginning, as you saw earlier when I messed it up, you just jump right in the void. Because we just picked up the boss key, that means we are on our way to the boss door, which means that we... draw better lines. There we go.
Nice.
We don't really care too much about our health total because nicely, before every single boss in this game, they do give you ample health supply, which is very nice. I will also, in terms of letting you talk while I hopefully do a speed run, that was a little dicey.
I thought you were falling in the void again.
Oh, I've been bad.
Oh my goodness.
But next up is, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I've always pronounced it Crake.
That's correct, yeah.
I'm gonna let you explain him while I really try not to get extra cycles.
Alright, Crake is pretty neat. So the first cycle here is he runs around the room like a first-person perspective, and you're supposed to be able to find where he is and shoot him with an arrow. In this case, though, if you just shoot an arrow immediately as soon as the fight starts, you can immediately skip that first phase. And then the second phase is tricky. You'll spin around twice, and you have to shoot these like 5 different purple spots around him. You also hit with your sword as well, but it's much more consistent to do with an arrow. So we got that first try. We take those. I've messed it up before, run. This is the worst.
Oh.
And now for third phase, you just need 7 hits of your sword. Funny enough, it does not have to be a spin attack, you know, it does more damage. It's just 7 hits period, and that's it.
Well, please no. Yeah, if he catches
then...
you, he like grabs you, and it's a little annoying.
There we go.
But luckily, didn't have to go through another first-person phase, because those are very slow. And we didn't have to go through any grabs. That was a really decent crate by my standards.
I agree, that was pretty good.
I'm happy with that. And ooh, hey, a warp.
It was good, Craig.
A good Craig.
I stole it from chat. Thank you, Palamer.
I find it very funny because I do have a habit, like I feel like many of us do in speedrunning, of naming random enemies that come up pretty often in runs. And there is a, I didn't know that boss's name was Crake at the time, but there is a enemy in Skyward Sword that I accidentally on stream one time called Craig, and I have called him Craig ever since. So Craig is, oopsies, that bokoblin that we drop in the void and kill. Oopsies. Then we go skip a bunch of cutscenes. And Lineback is gonna be like, hey, let's go find the ghost ship. And we're gonna go, no, I want to go up and to the left.
No!
Pirates!
Get the Twitch Global Pirate emoji in chat, please. Thank you.
So we...
Capital R, close parentheses. Anyways.
We have to get caught here, so might as well go right into it. But this is Jolene. She is a pirate. Ooh. That's not terrible RNG right there. Get in the corner. Oh?
Jolene's a very funny fight. So whenever you want to wind up like this over and over again, because that allows you to, of course, like do damage to her, and that's what we gotta do. Weirdly enough, it is luck, like what she does here, but you can't manipulate it by like hitting her a certain amount of times. I don't know exactly how it works. I found like a setup myself to like make it so she kind of, with the right movement, just does the same thing every time, like immediately just swings the sword. But sometimes it can lose like a minute there because she'll just like never do the wind up swing at all. It's really weird. It's a weird fight.
Yo, can you teach me your consistent movement? Because I've just gotten terrible RNG for her a couple times.
I think I do in my world record if you want to check it out there.
I will snoop through it and be a dirty strat stealer.
Heck yeah, do the thing.
But yeah, we have beaten Jolene, and we are on our way back to the fog now for realsies. Jolene,
in this case,
we will be seeing her again, but not for a while. She has to go on her own hero arc and get stronger or something, have like a montage, the off camera, I think. Maybe. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Working out at the gym or something. All right, yeah, I was gonna say like we're actually gonna find the ghost ship right now. We actually enter from the side because it's a little bit faster. Otherwise, it'd go from the very bottom of the area to the very top again. So we enter from where the northwest like cyclone spot is. Then we just get a little faster. And now the ship breaks down inside the fog, and we have to use the 3 ferries we have to find the ghost ship, which moves around here completely randomly. We got very good luck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That is optimal ghost ship. Look.
That was tasty. All right.
It moves around in a circle in that top left corner of the map, and it can be in the very top left if we're very unlucky. So very nice.
Yeah,
we love
to see it not up against a wall. I just hate it when it's up against a wall. Also, the fairy indicator system is very finicky. So we don't love having to judge where it is off of that. We're gonna try to shoot these guys. Wait, where'd the third one go?
Oh, sometimes they spawn inside of each other, so we got lucky there.
There's supposed to be 3. Oh, you can see my arrow during the cutscene. We will still pick up extra arrows. All right, so this dungeon is entirely 3 escort missions in a row. And we're gonna try, this is essentially an auto scroller where you can lose time. So we're gonna try really hard not to lose time. And there are 2 main ways that we can lose time. And they are what I like to call eekies and separation anxiety. We're gonna hope for no eekies and no separation anxiety. Eekies is anytime one of the Cubist sisters comes in contact with one of those spiders who is conveniently on screen right now. If they get close enough to a spider for too long of a period of time, they'll go eek, and they'll waste a bunch of time. And we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna try. Oh, God.
Whoa, okay.
That was interesting.
Nice.
So we're gonna try to be very careful about it. One of them's gonna come right back down here, and just to be careful, this guy's gonna come, and we're gonna fall in the void, but also still hit the spider. Still faster. Go deactivate that. However, whoop, no, darn, I forgot about one.
Eekies, no.
Not the eekies. We have to talk to her, and she goes, "Oh, everything's okay." Well, she is.
But before you even explain that, though, I know exactly from it by eekies. that's very funny.
Hey, oh right, I killed this spider. I'm waiting for a spider that is not there anymore. Sometimes I forget to kill that spider, and I was being extra careful for it. Yeah, so we're hoping for no more eekies. You can feel free to count my eeks. That's 1. And as you might have noticed there, we're gonna get some health, and then immediately lose some health. That's fine. As you might have noticed there, she is immune to all other damage sources and is actually immune to spiders too. She's just scared of them. So we can walk through anything we want as long as we don't expose her to spiders. The same will be true for all 3 of these characters who are definitely not evil. Also, by the way, this is my favorite text box in the game. She asks, hey, are you an idiot who doesn't know your right from your left? And we go, I know right from my left. And she goes, oh, good.
She just said you're a smart boy. Ooh, ooh.
She did.
Yeah.
If you say no, I don't know my right from my left, she does not teach you your right and your left. She just goes, oh, okay. Cool.
All right. Go
Like,
on.
all right, man.
Thanks for asking, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to get some dicey vibes from these Cubist sisters. Because I have the power of hindsight and having played this game before, if I opened the chest she told me to open, I think that would have had a bad thing in it. Wouldn't it? Now, does it look like a trap? I don't really remember.
Yeah. It gives you a Rupor, which takes away money from you. I don't know how that works. It's really
Oh
funny.
god, I love Rupors. Skyward
Yeah.
Sword randomizer
so-
Rupors my heart.
24513, by the way. Just this puzzle is weird.
Oh, that was like so weird to me because I count them the other way.
Oh.
So it's like 2. We start with 4. Oh, we're going backwards. But continue. There we go.
I forgot what I was gonna say. It's
We were
fine.
talking about Rupors. They're hilarious.
Oh, Rupors. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's one island on this game that has a room in it that has I think like 50 Rupors or something. You're supposed to like navigate your way around it without losing a bunch of like, you know, money and stuff. And at the end, you get like a 300 rupee drop or something. I think it's pretty funny. But if you want to, you can just take a boomerang and like just boomerang over all of them and get like 50 just in the rows. It's so good.
I appreciate that
Like it-
they are literally immune to every damage source, even me throwing an oil barrel at her head.
She's too powerful.
So on the way back, luckily, because things deload where they are when we get too far away, for the most part, we don't actually have to kill the rest of the spiders because they're just on a good cycle. And we don't have to worry about them. All right, she's with me. And this is the last of our Cubist sisters. Let's see if she wants to finish out strong. Only 1 Iki and no separation anxiety, please. Separation anxiety is if she gets too far away from me, she gets all scared and she stops walking, and we don't want that to happen. We're gonna try to get that spider off camera very quickly so that she doesn't see it spawn and get scared by it. They also are
There we go.
absolutely not scared by the spider falling from the ceiling. That's fine.
Like fire does nothing to Cuba sisters. They're not frightened at all by fire, but spiders. Ah! Eek!
And also,
Also, here's the worst fight in the entire game. I hate this fight
oh
so
no,
much.
they were evil the whole time. I mean, woo. All right. So the red one is always going to attack us first because that's the youngest sister. But after that, the RNG starts. So this is our
I can break it down if you want me to. There's a lot of luck in this fight. All right, I'm gonna go off for 1 second. All right, so yeah, like Pippi said, the red one's always consistent every time, thankfully. But here we go. So how far apart these Cubist sisters are is completely random. When they attack and start, this is completely random. How many times they volley between each other is random. How many times they allow, like, how many cycles of volleys they do is also random. What else? There's one more thing I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, also they can like sometimes not even throw you a projectile. You can throw it back at them. They give you what's called a blue ball, like in Link to the Past with like Aghanim and stuff. Like they do that sometimes too. And also, on top of that too, if that's not terrible, if all 3 of them get hurt, you lose a whole cycle potentially in case of the speed run, because you like once you get to only 1 left, they get fully refilled with their health and get 3 health on top of that too. So yeah, in this case, I think blue got hurt earlier. We want blue to get hurt here, not green.
Yes.
And they're so far apart from each other. Oh my goodness. But that was good. Okay.
Luckily, it is.
Please.
Oh no! Please volley back. Oh darn it.
Ah.
Well, now I have to hit one of them again.
Yeah.
Overall, this hasn't been terrible RNG, I'll be quite honest. I've had excuse me,
worse.
it ate my input a little bit. Yeah. That's okay, that happens. Like, I've had way worse. They've been especially nice with not volleying back and forth for forever, which stresses me. Okay, now you want to take it away again for the next phase? Well, darn it.
Yeah.
I thought
so for the final phase here, I wish to keep your sister. Look, for the final phase here, I wish to keep your sister. It is in the end. They actually get all their health back and get 3 health. So and at the very start of each phase, they shoot 3 projectiles out. 2 blue balls and just a regular projectile you're supposed to throw out here. Which one appears there is also random, but it's not too bad to follow with, thankfully. But yeah, as you can tell from like everything I said about this fight, it's pretty bad. It's the most luck-based fight in the entire run. It's like the second most luck-based one will come up later, like I think in like half an hour or so. But yeah.
Shoutouts to also
it's really bad.
My least favorite part of this phase is that the most lenient way to hit these is these quick spins, because there we go. It can do things like that. There we go. And luckily we didn't see it, but occasionally it can happen that because it's really hard to get to do a single quick spin input when you're also moving at the same time, it can happen that if they volley too quickly and you do double quick spin inputs for each of your volleys, you'll just get dizzy and then drop the volley because you were dizzy. What were you going to do? You can't hit a tennis ball back, you're dizzy. And that's my least favorite way to lose time, because I'm like, no, stop doing this.
You know what my least favorite way to lose time in that fight is? Getting like 9 or 10 blue balls in a row. I've gotten that before in a run a couple months ago. I'm not even kidding you.
So bad.
For the record, I have the fastest time in this game currently. I've done like hundreds of hours of runs of this game. My fastest keeper sister is about, I think, 2 minutes and like 10 seconds from the very start of the fights, like for the fade in there, to the very like going to the portal. And my slowest one is about 4 minutes long. Just not even missing like a single cycle. Just like that's how bad the luck can be for that fight. It's terrible.
All right, now we're up to forget to go to Zaz and your run dies, which happens a couple times throughout this run. That island over there, that is Zaz's island. We're gonna once again take it off camera. I think I'm a little bit off to hit the docks, but that's okay. We can watch the cutscene. But that is again an uncharted island. What might be okay? We'll see. So we're gonna once again put it in camera when we're like right here. See if we can. Neat. Oh, nice. Wonderful.
Nice.
So Zaz is our blacksmith who's going to craft a sword for us. The game will not stop you from going straight to the next thing that you have to do in the run, which is going back to the Temple of the Ocean King to do the long journey down. We're gonna do 14 floors in a row. Halfway through the long journey down, it's gonna go, hey, did you talk to Zaz? And if you didn't, oh, you can't go here. Go talk to Zaz. So we always remember to talk to Zaz. Also, this mailbox is the bane of my existence. We're gonna give it a nice wide berth. I don't want to go near the mailbox. Nope.
I'll also point out too before we go to the next Temple of the Ocean King in a little bit. This is the what it's called the second half of the run at this point, or second half of the game really, where the plot changes from saving Tetra, who we technically saved on the ghost ship, but she is currently turned to stone and like on our ship at the moment. So we're trying to save Tetra in this case, and the way to do that, and Osh just tells us in the cutscene we skipped, is to stop Bellum, who's at the very bottom of the Temple of the Ocean King. In order to do that, we have to craft the Phantom Sword from the 3 pure metals. That's where we're getting right now, essentially. We're going to the Temple of the Ocean King, getting the last 2 sea charts, and going to the last 3 temples in the game, and then getting 3 pure metals, crafting the Phantom Sword, then killing Bellum. And then that'll save Tetra and also the world of the Ocean King.
Yep.
But bam, I know this game.
So, this split on ZSR, it's actually, on my splits, it's 3 splits, but on ZSR, it's all listed as 1 split, and the section at the header is just Hell Split. Thanks so much, ZSR. But we're gonna enter the gauntlet. So it's gonna start with going back through all of the sections we have gone through before in Temple of the Ocean King. Just for safety, I'm going to refill on supplies. I don't actually care about the hearts, I care about the bombs and the arrows. And oh no! A cutscene! Oh, they're red!
Oh no!
So now the phantoms are faster and they can pick up items on the floor, which is bad. For this floor in particular, and for the first couple floors, we're not really going to care because, once again, our routing through the first couple floors with the items that we have does not really interact with the phantoms pathing at all, even when they're faster. So the first 2 floors are going to be about the exact same that we're used to. So just bomb our way through, go right on down, and then because the boomerang is still broken and the collision didn't exist for a second there.
There we go. That just happens, it's fine.
I got one run where that happened and I clipped through and hit the switch through the wall. It was neat. Oh no.
Which I didn't even know that can happen. Like, I've never seen it before.
But once again, he can't get it down here, so we're perfectly safe to just grab our key and scoot our way on through. And now is when things start changing. We're gonna once again go up and around because we need to get our force gem, quote unquote. I would like to call it a tringle, thank you. And now,
our giant Dorito.
Yeah, hey, you wanna take this one? I'm gonna... Oh!
Yeah, I got you. Wait, what? Did I even look at... Oh,
hold on.
Okay.
We got this. We're just gonna reload them.
I believe.
Yep.
Oh, it keeps a force gem there. Oh, nice. Nice. Go back up straight.
we're gonna take this and
we're gonna improv.
Chuck it up here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait.
I was gonna say, go down to like where the shovel spot is and just like get rid of it normally. But at this point, it's too late.
Yeah,
do that.
I'm just gonna.
Which is the strat we normally do.
We're gonna be a little bit improv-y. I tend to enjoy being the queen of backup strats.
Nice.
So that wasn't what that was supposed to happen. I put down the gem like a fraction of a second too early, and was seen, but reloading their position while they still have aggro, they will not look around to see where the little triangles are. They will still be looking at you, and then they'll reload in their original positions, which is a neat trick to try to mitigate time loss. And you know what? Sure, we got to show off some backup tech. And there we go.
For the record, the red phantoms move a lot faster than the blue phantoms, so like all the cycles are a lot different because of that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's very tricky to say the least.
Yeah, and we're gonna be messing with them a lot more. This, though, is the last time that we will be seeing these early floors, because when we get halfway down, it's going to give us the ability to warp to directly halfway down. We're not going to have to go through, oopsies, I can't count, go through the early floors again. So say goodbye to these early ones. We're gonna do almost the same thing again. Is that gonna, yeah, no, I was a little too far down. Let's try that again. There we go.
Nice.
And now we can remember to actually boomerang that guy. This floor is super easy if you get that boomerang throw first or second try, but you do have to remember, because there is no jet of wind stopping you, to stop that guy, or else it is gonna lose you a bunch of time. Oh, come on. I got one of them!
Hooray!
Oh. Y'all. If they get out of their corner, they get evil on these. As you can see, this is the combat floor is back, but we have different enemies in each of them. Unfortunately, I missed the quick strat on that and had to improv a little bit. We're gonna try also to do a quick strat on this second one where we can, this is gonna be my favorite, the awful worm dudes. Excuse me?
If for a reason, if you shoot an arrow at the back of the awful worm dudes here, they just get one shot killed. It's hard to do that, of course, but that's how you defeat them quickly. Or you can also just slash them a bunch, and they like scrunch up, and if you're lucky, the head doesn't block your hits.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I shot that first one. I set up and did the snipe, and it went straight through him. But you know what? That's fine. And hey, we got back here again. We might as well take our safety potion.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case we need it for the end of the run. And now we're back here, but we're gonna do things a little bit differently, because if you read that Zaw's text earlier, he told us that, hey, did you know that you can draw the Triforce in one line? And we said, that's funny. Normally I don't actually fail that. Let's try that again. There we go. That was a much better Triforce question mark.
I've seen Horlins do runs this before, and whenever she does her ILs of this, she has like 3 circles, and it still detects like a Triforce there. It's really funny, just all in one line.
Yeah, its detection of what is and isn't a shape is very funny. We'll take advantage of it later, don't worry. So now we are halfway through the dungeon, and now is when things are gonna get a little dicey. So, hey Shasta, you wanna take this part? Well, I try not to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, I got you for sure. So this is floor 7 of Temple of the Ocean King. Actually, floors 7, 8, and 9 are all pretty much connected with each other. But these floors right here, when you run on top of them, they'll start dinging, and they'll detect the phantom. And if there's phantom around you, they will like essentially detect your position like immediately. So you don't want to run around them like this. But we are gonna run around them because it doesn't really matter too much. We don't get past them without worrying about the dings and getting caught by them or anything. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But this section right here is a bit annoying because it does boomerang right around this phantom. Ooh. But you did it perfectly, so nice. If you miss that, you have to reload the room again. It's unfortunate, but yeah, like the cycles just don't line up properly here otherwise.
Yeah. Because if it hits him in the back, it's gonna alert him and it's gonna mess everything up. But nice to get a first try.
Yeah, and the whole point of this section here, floors 7 through 9, is to get these 3 crystals: square crystal, circle crystal, and a triangle crystal, and take them all the way down to floor 9 and put them in the pedestals there. Now allow us to advance and get the next C shard we need.
He's gonna.
So right now we're carrying a circle crystal all the way over to the left side of this floor here, of floor 8. I'll make sure I say that this is the right one.
Yup.
Yeah, we're doing that right now. There is a switch we can hit right here. Once I put the crystal in a second. That's what we're doing. I'll get rid of the spikes right in front of this door. Oh, yeah, she stunned them. Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. A good strategy, I'd say.
I stole that one from Ben Stevens.
Good safety strat.
I do not like to take risks with him. He does turn around.
Yeah.
But
Oh, he turned around?
It's random what he does, but we don't care because he's a little too slow on the track to actually catch us.
That's fair.
There.
And right there, we threw the sword crystal across the way there. That will allow us to get later, and is a much better spot than where we currently are at. Because we're about to go over that side there with the triangle crystal, which we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do something similar with it. So there's also a visible floor, very close by to where we just threw that sword crystal. We go right up here on top of the wall. Normally there's a chest that spawns on top of it, so we just kind of like fall down right here and just stand there. Now we're just gonna push this red phantom right into the gap, and they're gone. And so is Link. Goodbye, Link.
He just got a little too excited.
That looked very funny, honestly.
There
Yeah, now
you go.
once we get the triangle crystal on the side of here, we can hit a switch to unlock the door to the ninth floor, and then we can just move on from there and take those 2 crystals all the way down. We're kind of just gonna carry them with like at the same time all the way to the pedestals down there. And then the square crystal we've not seen yet is actually on the ninth floor. The red phantom here does carry it around.
It's his buddy. It's his emotional support square. Everybody's got
It really
one.
is. It's true. It's true.
All right. Whoops. Why am I walking that way?
My emotional support square is my Nintendo DS.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
It did not want to throw, but that's okay. That means we're gonna have to improv cycles a little bit.
That's a game right now.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. Nice.
Perfect.
Ideally, we would get
A
the
little bit
crystals
improv, that's
all the
treats.
way up there, but whoops, that's the wrong way. This works too. Those guys, as you saw, tick down your timer. We don't particularly care about the timer, as stated, but you will drop whatever you're holding, which is annoying and slow. So we're gonna try very hard not to get hit by them at inopportune times.
Also, the order of crystals we put in right there does matter. When you square, circle, triangle, the skeleton right there at the beginning of the room does tell you this. Buzz, get to the next 3 floors.
Yep. And
But there we go. Southeast C chart.
there is our next C chart, and as stated, we could stop here. The game encourages us to, because they encourage us to go get 2 more items from other dungeons and then come back and get down further, but we don't actually have to. So we're going to continue on. And now this floor is the bane of my existence, and I pretty much always wind up improving it a little bit. What way we improv it is based on how the phantoms are feeling and where they decide to spawn. So we're going to start by sniping this guy in the back, grab my favorite safety bombs.
Oh, I didn't know that was there. Nice.
They are my emotional support bombs to go with my emotional support square.
Your emotional support circle.
Yeah, that guy. Hey, come over here.
Oh, it's because of the pod. That's why.
Come over here, friend. Oh yeah, he heard me. We're gonna.
Yeah, I think you heard
My
you.
favorite way to do this is if he spawns right there.
Oh,
Got it. I got hit. Ideally, I wouldn't get
We
hit,
take
but
those, we
I'm
take
fine
those.
with that.
worth it.
That is my favorite way to get it. And then we just have to get our way back there. Really? You're gonna leave frame? You're just gonna leave frame on me like that? Well, I'm gonna go on the... Excuse me! I'm gonna wait, I guess. You know what? We don't actually care if you're following me at the moment.
It's true.
Off of me.
Now we need to unlock the spikes right
Yep.
there. Like leads to the doorway.
I'm just gonna go in here
That's what we're doing right
because
now.
they saw me, just to be safe.
That's it. Run out right now.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
sneak out
there we
behind
go.
him.
He takes a little bit to spawn in there, so he doesn't even notice you until like a little bit later anyways.
But yeah, there's more consistent ways to do this room. I'm really bad at them because they involve item menuing very quickly, and that is my weakest point. So, you know what? We're working on it. We'll get more consistent. And in the meantime, we'll do what works.
Exactly, you'll get there.
All right, nice. We got him. We're waiting for that guy down there to turn.
You should probably kill them. Okay, never mind.
I just didn't want to walk out into
would...
his sight path real quick. Excuse me.
I was very scared that like just the fan might just wake up there before you.
Yeah. The cycles in this can be a little sketchy. All right. This whole floor is a bunch of hitting these little switches. We're just gonna sneak right on by behind him because I didn't mess up my cycles. They're very kind right now.
I'm gonna throw a bomb right there. Very nice first try.
Yeah, nice trick bomb throw. Shoutouts to Brandino who showed me that setup, and it's literally never failed for me. So thank you so much, Brandino.
It's so good.
And then we're gonna try to sneak on down before that timer runs out and it shows us a cutscene of the timer running out. We're gonna grab those arrows, and this is pretty much the final floor for now. Oh, I do not want bow. I want... Yeah, boy. You can do it with bow. It's way harder.
It's way harder.
We're gonna go with consistency.
I do it personally in my world record. It's hard.
We're gonna go with
Would not recommend it for anyone new to the game for sure. Boomerang is good. We like boomerang.
But we're going to stun that guy. Carefully walk down here. Hit you.
Nice.
I'm just gonna waste some arrows. I did not mean for that to happen. Darn it. I apparently did not throw this far enough. That's fine. That's fine.
It's okay because the blue fams cannot pick up the triangles at all.
So we just have to run back over there and stun him down again.
I'd say way right here.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, you turn upwards. I thought I was gonna turn like all the way to like swing all the way around
out
to the
of
left.
His sight. Unfortunate. Excuse me. I did not want that to happen.
Oh. Oh no.
No, don't see my Tringle. It's okay.
It's alright. He's gonna. You can get him right here, I think. Yeah, there we go. It worked out. This is one of the harder floors of the entire dungeon, I'd say. The entire Temple of the Ocean King. It's also the last one, too.
So...
Or second last one, technically.
Yeah, but we don't actually have to. I'm gonna wait for this guy to start heading back on his cycle. Because I don't want to have to worry about him. And now we're gonna do one of my... Oh, I get dizzy, apparently. Do one of my favorite tricks, if I can do it correctly. Which is hire a delivery service. So I'm gonna throw this, get seen, and then run over here and run immediately back. Excuse me?
Oh yeah, that happens. I was gonna say.
Well,
so it's kind of they either appear like down there a little bit, or like a little bit up to the top right.
We're gonna.
That makes sense. And like
try this again.
Depending on where they appear, you like have the triangle like right in front.
Okay,
of them.
there we go.
So you can like throw like
now.
Throw a triangle right in front of them. That's consistent.
There we go.
Notice this time, thankfully, though.
We're gonna just run for it in the other direction. There we go. Wasted a bunch of arrows, but that is okay.
We'll get them back later.
Yeah. And now we have had him do the delivery for us, so we didn't actually have to carry the triangle all the way around. I know, hard fought,
We're out.
but a lot of improv involved. But this area is very finicky, so you know what? I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure, because also they'll sometimes not see it if their friend's body is in the way, and I'm like, no! But yeah, no, he just spawned too far forward, and he was like, oh, better not look behind me.
Yeah, what I do there is I throw the Dorito there a little bit further down to make sure that no matter where they spawn, every single time they'll at least see
This
it.
is smart. All right. We have all of our thingamajigs. I'm very happy about our
The thing.
thingamajigs. We're going to go up and head back out and be on our merry way because, yes, the hard part of the run is over, right?
Yes.
Yay!
Hooray.
Okay, so how do you feel about the phrase frame perfect radial entry?
I love everything you just said.
Sorry, I just barked.
So the next trick is aforementioned warp displacement, and yes, we are doing some frame perfect radial entry. And we'll explain what that means. Don't worry. Just know that it sucks. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Agreed.
It's a time and a
But I
half
hate
to
it.
get consistent. It might take a couple tries because everything's harder under pressure. But we're gonna actually pay attention to not take damage here because it's really bad if our boat breaks down. But it's pretty quick to retry if I do have to take a couple tries. So bear with me. That's a little low.
For now, though, we do have a nice little sailing section
Yes.
here. We're gonna be getting the 2 main cyclone frogs we need. Because actually need both of them for this actual trick right here we're about to do in like a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
funny that.
For now, though, we have to deal with these pirates, which are very annoying.
Gosh, they
It is random whether or not they hit us with a bomb as well, which is quite a thing.
yeah.
Now, fun fact: if we didn't do this trick, we have to deal with 2 pirates, and I have died to them both before.
Technically, we still have to deal with 2
yeah.
pirates. Just the other
true, you're right.
ones
Yeah, you're right.
are kind of pushovers. We actually, oh, that's exactly what I wanted. I was like, yeah, we do want to target the
Nice.
enemies pretty aggressively here because, again, dying during this section is bad, and the best way to not die is to kill more things that drop health with the boat. But yeah, so in order to do warp displacement, we obviously need the warps. So we are going to be using both of these warps as part of the trick. So we need to learn them. And chat, maybe you can help me out on remembering what these shapes look like. Shoutouts to those sharks that despawned. I never even saw them.
Oh yeah, they weren't even there. Yeah, you're right.
They appeared on the top screen. Right around here, if I stop, it should force the golden frog to spawn. There we go. Obviously stopping, not quite optimal, but if we go too close to the Isle of Frost right there, by the way, remember what this looks like, chat. You got it? Good.
W for line. Yeah, easy.
Easy, we got this.
Yeah.
But if I go too close to the Isle of Frost right there, it locks me into like the entry challenge for the Isle of Frost. And we don't want to do that. So I like to play it safe. And now we're just gonna go up and get our other frog.
Is it time for me to start explaining warp
Yes,
displacement?
go for it.
All right, so we're getting this last cyclone frog right here. It's like a little like square with a little line inwards to like the one parts of the square. It's kind of cool. So what we're going to be doing now is warping to the Northwest Sea and setting up what's called warp displacements. So you see that like that big island on the left there has a bunch of rocks around it. We're going to ideally warp right inside those rocks there. And the way to do that is, yeah, what people said earlier, the frame perfect radial displacement, I think is what we called it.
Frame perfect radial entry, yeah.
Radial entry, yeah. It's quite a thing. So what we're doing is doing a setup here. We're going to the Isle of Gus and then go back out of it, do a little save action there. Then using 2 styluses in order to and having one of them the very top right of the screen, the other one right on top where Link is. We're gonna push down on the one where Link is, then the one on the top right, and then get rid of both. And then ideally, if done correctly, we're able to have the right setup to go into the cyclone on the overworld and frame perfectly. If we did it all correctly at just the right time, we're able to displace our warp to the W we just drew a second ago. And if done correctly, we'll be able to then chain a few more warps to get inside of the rocks we saw there a second ago. It saves 4 minutes. It's English exclusive. Good luck.
Yep.
You got this.
Essentially,
Oh, we don't have to quit, by the way. You can just like say
oh,
no
really?
there.
Well, it resets my health to 3, which I like. So, all right, let's see how this goes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That looks fine enough.
You got this. We're
Oh,
using a
whoops.
visual cue with the water, essentially.
Did not mean to do that. Hold on. That does not mess anything up. Hold on.
That does.
I am getting
got
the
this, you got
jitters
this.
out. Essentially, what we're trying to do is, we'll take some extra time to explain it. This game runs at 30 FPS, by the way. Is frame perfectly start the slate menu so that we will move 1 frame after we do the thing, which that could work. That might be a frame early.
I think 1 more frame.
That looks like a
We'll see.
W, right?
That's definitely a W. Wait, no, I think it's
That
a.
might work.
I think that'll
We're gonna
work.
see.
Come on.
Hey!
Yeah!
You can tell that it worked. By the way, we're gonna draw the other shape now. Very different.
Wait.
Very, very different.
Wait.
This works, I swear.
That work? Oh, does it? Oh, I trust you. I trust you.
See?
Oh, it does work. You're right. Yeah.
You it cares about what direction you draw first on the square. Oh, come on. Accept my squares. There we go.
Let's do the funny bit game. There we go. Cool.
But so it warped us to the correct map, but it warped us to the origin, which you can see on the top screen. By the way, because we
There
have
we
warp
go.
displacement, we cannot sail the ship, but if we reload using the salvage arm, that's a bad line. Now we can sail our ship and we are inside the reef. Yeah, so when we,
Just want to point out.
yeah?
Because chat's like being very like not active right now after that trick there. That's the hardest
Oh,
trick
yeah.
in the run, and it's extremely difficult. It's like human error whether or not you get the right setup there essentially. And it's really hard and it's first try. So you got first try on stream. Get some claps in the chat. Can you get some like excitement in the chat for that one? Like just a little bit, because that's really difficult. Please,
I'd
come
just like
on. We need some sort of activity after that one. Come on.
I'd like to point out that like a lot of frame perfect tricks. There is another frame perfect trick that by contrast is oopsies, that's on me. Generally pretty easy because I'm timing a frame perfect input based on another input I did, which is how a lot of frame perfect tricks actually work. Or that like it's just a timing you get used to because the stylus is not perfectly consistent in drawing the line, even with the 2 stylus setup I was doing. That is essentially frame perfect reaction time. So, you best believe it's not 100% consistent because I don't actually have 100% consistent frame perfect reaction. I jumped in the water. Reaction time. I don't know if anybody does. If you do, you're cool. How do you do it? But yeah, essentially, the second that we open the pause menu, it'll let us travel 1 more frame. I'm being a little bit cautious because I'm low on health. As by the way, that like trick is also really cute.
Agreed. I love
We
it.
can just move them around and we can use that one to jump across a gap. But it moves 1 frame before it lets you draw, and then it moves another frame. I'm gonna try real hard to avoid the boulders. After you draw, but before it accepts the warp as actually happening. So that's the frame that you want to enter the radius that would put you into that mini cyclone. And entering that mini cyclone after you are already mid-warp is what activates warp displacement and put us at the origin of the map. And then for some reason out of bounds. I don't understand that one.
I don't know why either.
And then puts us back at the origin of the other map, just grabbing some health, which allows us to skip the Isle of the Dead. Oh boy, I was really scared for that one, and I'm really glad it worked. So
I'm glad too as well. Also gonna point out too that like after I went off for a second there, chat absolutely exploded with activity after and like congratulating you. So like thank you very much for doing that, chat. Because yeah, that trick is extremely hard. I put it in chat saying it killed literally a month of attempts for me last year because like I will like level up to get that like first or second try, or else I like can't PB pretty much. So yeah, no, that trick is extremely hard. And doing it first try in a marathon is incredibly impressive.
I practice that trick literally every day. Like every day, I'm like, oh, it's time for my daily warp displacement.
Let's go.
You know, and in the hopes that I was not doing the roll input there. I was just trying to move, and he was like, what if I rolled though? But in the hopes that, you know, you get it first try in runs.
Who practices warp displacement at 3 a.m.? Oh boy, 3 a.m.
It's me.
I don't know.
All right, now we're picking up the King's Key. And luckily we don't have to carry that like a big key. And once again, just because this is, you know, marathon style safety, we're gonna grab an extra heart. This is the Isle of Ruin, by the way. It is a whole lot of running around, picking up fetch quests and dropping off fetch quests. You have to talk to like these brothers who are all dead, I think. And we are trying to really
They're
jumped.
lore-wise, they're knights that serve King Muto, essentially. We're making our way to Muto's temple.
Yeah,
There's one.
Muto's
so
like
the trick we did a little bit ago actually skips a. Yeah, it skips a whole island, and like one of the knights is actually on it. The first one you find.
Before we get
In this case, like we're going in the three of them.
Yes. Oh, it is about our break time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now's probably a good
Yeah.
time, I'd say. It was like this cutscene here is like 20 seconds long or so. We can probably just pause after
Yep.
it.
Perfect.
Oh, right there, that works too.
Yeah, so during these longer runs, everybody, we like to take a break every hour. So just everybody get up, stretch, get some water, anything y'all need to do. Just a quick reminder before we go to the break. You can join the official GDQ Discord and add the Hotfix role where you can keep tabs on upcoming events, talk with staff, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for more information. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the run in just a few minutes here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Today, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of Majora's Mask 3D. We are in the middle of a Phantom Hourglass run. I'll hand it right back over to you whenever you're ready.
Hello, welcome back, everyone. I'm sorry, I'm still adrenaline fueled from getting first try warp displacement. I have had a moment, but we are ready to continue because, hey, you know how this run has been not too glitchy outside of that one big glitch. Oh, it's gonna get glitchy because we're gonna go. We're gonna break things. So who's ready to break things?
I'm ready to break things.
Wonderful. All right, 3, 2, 1. Resume the run. So we go right back into
AKA
halfway
watching
through a cutscene.
Woohoo!
Uh,
Fun enough, this cutscene actually is like the longest break in the run, probably. It's like 20 seconds long of just doing nothing.
yeah, we just get to chill.
Which is saying something for a 3-hour run, but you know.
We just get to chill. So we have, once again, a Zelda staple. We have lowered the water level. Ooh, I don't love my health total right now, but we're gonna get to heal real soon, so it's fine. And now that we have access to the entirety of the island, we can go to our third night, as you said they're knights? They're knights?
They're
Yeah,
knights, yeah.
let's go to our third night. My favorite way to...
Technically, this is the first night. That's what they're called. Which is weird in this case, in this context. I'm sorry.
We're counting backwards again, don't worry.
Yes, we are.
This is the second time this run that we've accidentally counted in opposite directions, but it's fine.
Yeah. The knights are named like Bremir, Doylan, there's King Muto as well. This one's name is Max, just by the way.
Hey, Max.
This is Max's temple.
Nice to meet you, Max. How's it going?
Hello, Max.
Is it short for anything?
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario. Maximilian, Maximus,
Maxifer.
Maxtifer, Maxif, Mastiff, no, that doesn't work. Anyway,
Maxim?
he opened a door, and we're gonna go through said door, and this is the drawing segment during the run that I am the worst at. It gives you little dots to hit, and my brain goes, oh, don't tell me what to do, that's scary.
It's like weirdly precise for whatever reason to draw those dots there. I don't know why.
I'm not good at that one, but all right, now we get to fight our favorite, Zora Knights. These two I'm gonna stun one at a time just because, ooh. There we go. I find it to be slightly more consistent, for me anyway, in my combat. But I believe those are our final Zora Knights, are they not?
I think so. You're right.
I think we're done with Beefy River Zora. All right.
The big
Oh,
lads.
I need to drop the bomb first. So, ooh, please actually pick up the bombs. Don't just spawn them and don't pick them up. A bunch of this, really. No, we're not fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That was so mean. Worry not. It's fine. We can make the walk of shame. This is the one where it's.
I think it was still spawning in.
Yeah,
the hitbox wasn't there.
Excellent. All right. I'll say it. That's never happened before.
I love video games.
But this whole temple is arranged around traps, and I am notorious for walking directly into said traps. But we are gonna pull out bombs and save and quit because we're hoping to get a very specific cycle of platform movements when we load back in, and doing this will reset our platform cycle. So we're gonna throw this pot, put that down, hop on our cycle.
Hope the keys doesn't screw us.
Excellent. Wonderful. You
Nice.
really want the keys to be nice there, because now we can get on this platform. There we go. I messed up a bunch on the easy one, got the hard one. That's what we care about.
Nice.
And now do this guy. Hey, hit the skull, actually. Hit the skull, sir. Unfortunately, this dungeon does have a lot of combat, but you know what makes up for it? Is that this dungeon is also broken. This is where we start to do things slightly outside of the game's intended order. It really kind of intends for you to do this last, because this is the dungeon that requires the furthest chart, from lower down. Ooh, I'm low on arrows. That's okay.
You also throw bombs at them too if need be.
But from lower down in the Temple of the Ocean King. So it kind of expected us to do the other two dungeons first, but we choose to do this dungeon first because, yeah, we'll do... excuse me? That'll work.
Nice.
Just trying to preserve my arrow, but I'm about to get more arrows anyway. That's not the direction I wanted to do that. There we go. We're about to get the hammer. The hammer breaks everything.
It's true.
Including enemies. Including
Especially enemies.
game design. But it's gonna try to teach us how you're intended to use the hammer now, which is you can stand on these little guys. First of all, I'd like to draw attention to the fact that do not trust 12-year-olds with hammers, especially hammers this big. Give it to your tiny fairy instead. Very important.
Want me to explain this here while you focus? I think it might be good. Yeah, so we're about to do two things in this dungeon that are absolutely gonna break it. The first is called a hammer clip. So if you hold your hammer out for a couple seconds, it'll actually grow really large for whatever reason. It's like a charge attack, I guess. But if we do that, then like lay yourself up against the wall and pause just at the right time, and the hammer's over the wall, we're able to you see it goes like back and forth there. Also, I guess that worked too. There we go. If we pause and then bring our stylus down to the bottom of the screen, it'll put the hammer on the other side of the wall in this case. Now allows us to clip it past it. That's used throughout the run for the rest of it, so get used to that trick. It's really good.
I'm trying to pick up more arrows here, which are in that pot, because I'm gonna need them for this trick. And this trick unfortunately costs 2 arrows per try, so I'm just gonna take the time loss of grabbing some extra arrows, because there's conveniently a room reload that brings back my arrow pot right there. But yeah, now you wanna explain this, boy?
This one right here is the only time you use this in the run. It's we're gonna shoot an arrow to the right, bring the camera all over there, and then shoot an arrow to the left. While just after you shoot the arrow, we pull up the select menu, and if done correctly, it'll deload the door like that, and we shoot the arrow right through it to drain the water. And doing that right now in this part of the dungeon, actually we'll skip most of the dungeon. If you go all the way up here, then back down again through this staircase and just chop on down. That skips most of the dungeon. There's all these different like hammer puzzles where you have to like flip these tiles over using the CL with the hammer and stuff. And it's really cool. And we see none of that in this run because of that trick right there.
Yep.
We're basically right at the end already.
That trick is really hard to execute, partially because if you're right-handed, if anybody has a solution to this puzzle, please let me know. If you're right-handed and the select button that opens that gear screen is on the right side of the controller, and you hold a stylus with your right hand, how are you supposed to hit the screen to move the camera back with a stylus? I do it with my thumbnail. And that's not super precise, which is why sometimes my arrow shot just goes off in the wrong direction. Because my thumbnail is not a pen. This was a thing that I learned from speedrunning. Thumbnail, not pen.
It's true. It's a pencil.
Exactly.
Don't worry about the logic.
If I was wearing different nail polish, it might be a marker. Anyway,
Ooh.
so now,
But yeah, the arrow trick is very weird. Like I barely am able to actually pull it off because my hands are kind of wide. I guess it's weird.
Actually, we're gonna toss that back on. The hammer did not want to cooperate. Sometimes it like gets stuck on Link, which is what happened there. And I almost pulled it out anyway, but it was mean to be right at the very end. I forgot to restart my local timer, but that's okay. The route is pretty easy from here on out.
I got you. Just
perfect.
In case,
you're gonna tell me if I miss Zaz, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
So once again, we're going right on up to the boss because then we just did the boss store puzzle. So once again, they're very generous with health right before boss fights, which is why I'm not at all concerned about being low health. But now...
It's my favorite fight in the game. It's my favorite boss. I love this boss so much.
I said it earlier that Cyclock is not actually my favorite boss. Eox is. This is Eox.
Yeah.
Eox is great. Even if he's a little bit bad at looking at things between his legs. You want to explain Eox?
Yeah, so we're going to the back of Eox here and hidden use all these pegs. There's also pegs in the front as well. Ideally, we're breaking all the stones off of this ancient stone soldier here, essentially. And if done correctly, we can do the back section in 2 cycles, but it's really hard to do that, honestly. There's also pegs on the side too we can hit, so, like on his legs and his arms.
Unfortunately his head.
But like, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, the head's the hardest part to hit because it swings back and forth, and it can only hit for like a small amount of time because of that.
Hey, can I?
I believe right here you got this.
There we go.
Nice, got it.
Right.
Good stuff. Now all the rest are on the front, so we can just swing over and over again at these last 2 little bits, and we should be good. Then now use 4 blue switch, red switch will pop up here. We'll turn the blue switches by hitting them, and he falls apart. And that's phase 1.
All right, phase 2.
Phase 2 right here. He's gonna hop around with just his head, like this, and we're gonna hop up on top using the hammer. Oh,
did not mean to go in that direction.
we can still do it. Yeah, and then instead of hopping off of Eox when we throw us off of this, we're gonna throw a bomb at us and damage ourselves, which will just keep us on there. Then that's done. That's a fight.
Yep, that was Eox. I think he's a really creative boss fight. I love him. He also has a really good aesthetic to him. He reminds me a lot of Koloktos, and I love Koloktos.
Is that a Skyward Sword boss? And play
That
Skyward
is.
Sword?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My Skyward Sword runner is showing.
I need to play that game still.
It's so good.
I know the remake came out on Switch. I need to play that at some point.
My heart will always.
I've been saying that for years
be
though.
With Skyward Sword SD, but that's just because my one true love in life is back in time. You tell I like
It's a cool
breaking
trick, honestly.
video
I've only
games.
seen that. I do love breaking video games. That's a cool thing to do.
But now that we've completed this dungeon, we get our first of the 3 pure metals. And again, this is probably meant to be the one you get last. But you saw how much the hammer broke the... Please use the door. Don't attack the door. You might...
Door's not for slashing.
Yeah, you might have some anger management problems, Link. I'm concerned. But the hammer broke the second half of that dungeon wide open, right? So, how about we get it first, so then we can use it to break the other dungeons wide open.
I think that's a swell idea.
So, remember that we never moved this cyclone, so we're gonna exit out of the map and it's gonna go, hey, wait a minute, and pick us up immediately. It's gonna be like, whoa, oh no, we're gonna have to move that cyclone, but we're not. We're never coming back to this quadrant of the map.
Goodbye, Cyclone. Hello, new Cyclone.
Hello, new cyclone. A hot personal take, I don't care for the fact that C charts in, like C chart regions in Wind Waker are often called quadrants, despite the fact that I believe there's like 49 of them, which is not, that's more than 4. So they're not actually quadrants, they're sectors. In this game, they're quadrants. So. Yeah.
There's only 4 here.
Exactly.
It's the cool game. I'm kidding.
I also love Wind Waker. It's my favorite Zelda game, so
it's very good.
But we're gonna make our way to this quadrant of the map. Has both of our remaining dungeons. The first one we're gonna go to is our Goron area, which we're just gonna sail right. Oh no! Oh darn!
Frick. It's a cyclone from the other map. Oh no!
It came after us, which is funny because it can technically chase you, but that's
for another time.
That's another level of glitch.
Now we're gonna deal with with my second least favorite boss in the game, because it's the second most random boss in the game. This is Massivi. They are a massive heck. So each of these eyeballs you have to hit twice, and you only hit certain 3 eyeballs on each side essentially as it pass by. So if we get lucky enough, we can do this in 2 cycles, about 2 or 3 cycles, but it's very random. He shoots a lot of stuff at you, especially. And also, whenever he spins around, you can't hurt him, which is really annoying, especially.
I got a 1 cycle once. It felt really cool.
A 1 cycle?
Yeah, it was in my PV, and I was like, I'll never achieve this greatness again. Clearly, I have not achieved it today, but we're done with that one side. Annoyingly, he gives you some mandatory damage right there.
Yeah.
Which
you can hurt one of the eyeballs when he goes through you there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do. You have to aim it just the right spot.
There we go.
Very nice.
Was that a 2 cycle? That was a 2 cycle.
A humble 3 cycle,
that was a 3
I would say.
cycle?
I don't think there is a 1 cycle.
Okay, so what you were calling a 2 cycle, I was calling a 1 cycle. That he turns around once, you see each side once. That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So I have only seen the 2 cycle.
Now we're on the same page.
We figured out our language. This is the problem when I don't show up in community spaces, because I'm a terrified little bean who's scared of people. What do you mean people are watching this?
It's okay, I get
Anyway, so we're gonna do this island a little bit out of order. But in order to do that without soft locking, we have to have already set up to do the things we're supposed to do before the dungeon, even if we don't actually do it until after the dungeon. So that means we have to talk to every single Goron. Otherwise, we'll finish the dungeon and it'll tell us that we have not talked to the Gorons forever, even if we go talk to all of them all over again. So, welcome to your first day on the Animal Crossing Island. Have you introduced yourself to every villager yet?
Oh my gosh, there's Apollo.
Oh, whoa.
Oh wow, there's Stitches. Whoa.
I can't believe we got Apollo and Stitches. I really hope we got Raymond.
Oh, Raymond.
I don't actually care that much for Raymond. I'm personally a Tangy fan.
Ooh, Tangy's cool.
Hey chat, tell me about your favorite Animal Crossing villager. I'm also partial to there is one named Pippi. She's not the cutest. But you know what?
Aw.
Neither am I. We see eye to eye. Sorry.
What the heck?
It was right there.
It was a layup. I'll give you that one.
It was a fun joke. Oh, it's fine. All right.
I remember I was playing New Horizons. Sky. It was like a wolf who looks like has a bunch of clouds on her. She's great. She's very cool.
I'm also a big fan of Freya. Oh, dang. There are so many good Animal Crossing villagers. This one's gonna make us actually kill some things. Please stop shooting the nothing.
Where's that third one?
There he is.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Fun fact: you can make it off of this ledge before you receive the treasure map.
Oh, I get the thing. Get the thing.
The extra.
No. Yeah. You need arrows soon.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
a good idea. But you can make it off of there before he gives you the treasure map. He plops you back up there. Yep, there we go. That Ciela text means that we won't soft lock, so that's good.
So we're going to the temple right over here.
Yeah, there's no more of the island that we need to see, as it turns out.
It's true. We can just do that.
Did I tell you that the hammer is broken?
Like the fact that Ciela holds it makes it as broken as it is, because you can just do stuff like that.
Yup.
Just clip over the ledge and take it across the gap and hit that switch.
Ciela's like, hey, there's no sign of that Goron we're looking for, and it's like, what Goron? Excuse me? There we go.
Normally you're supposed to do what's called the Goron quiz to become a member of the Goron tribe to gain access to the rest of the islands. And then Gongaron, who's the son of the Goron chief, will be your guide into the temple, and he just runs ahead and he's just a little hacker essentially. Yep. But yeah, we'll see him later in this temple even still, despite the fact we've not met him until the temple here. But yeah,
like hit him a little bit early. Unfortunate. I was hoping he would move a bit more. Yeah, we also
we skip all of that. I'd say it's a couple minutes.
We skipped a whole other section. Once again, by using the hammer for things, because we can hit a switch from a distance and sneak through a door that you're supposed to have to weigh down that switch. We just skipped through all of that. And gonna go hit the bomb, please. There we go. Good job, Lil Link.
I like to skip in particular, like the one the door, because like the cutscene will bring the door all the way up no matter what.
Yep.
Even if like you're supposed to hold down the switch, like it'll still just bring it up there, which is really funny to me.
Remember how much trouble I had with the boomerang with those bubbles? No more. I have a hammer. Turns out that when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And okay. Goro,
hey, stranger. Goro.
So we found him. He got himself into a little bit of a bind. But that is okay. We're gonna rescue him, and it's going to give us a mechanic that's neat in concept. We are now going to be able to switch back and forth between who is our playable character. So we can go have our combat tutorial as play skill as the Goron. And we're gonna like swap back and forth for a couple minutes. Going to clear the path for the other character. And
This actually my favorite as a kid, personally.
I
absolutely love like using Gongar on here.
I don't love his attack. It feels, oh hey look, Bombchu. It feels so inconsistent
Bombchu.
with how it behaves. And I'm like, why are you like this, little friend? I want so bad to love you. Please murder that. Thank you. Oh, you're over there. There we go.
Nice.
Now that we've killed those, though, we are actually done with him for most of the rest of the dungeon. We're gonna see if we can sneak this in. Nice. Right before I got bit.
Just in time. Nice.
We would like to not have to murder the snakes, both because it's faster and also if you have to murder them all, you have to sit through a little cutscene of a chest spawning, which is obviously kind of slow.
All right, I'll let you concentrate for this one here. This you got another trick right here.
Bombs.
Actually, it's not too bad. Oh, bomb, nice.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, thankfully, but because we're playing on Wii Virtual Console. But this is called Bomb True Camera Lock. We're gonna press down on Go right there while also pulling up the home menu, like and letting go of L at the same time as we let go of like Go, and we do it on the same frame. It just pauses the camera in place and allows us to just kind of take our hammer over the gap and hit that switch there and skip like half of the Goron temple straight up. It saves like multiple minutes.
Yeah,
Also, fun fact real quickly, those two enemies that we just defeat right there with the hammer, not supposed to be able to do that. Normally you shoot an eyeball shoot an arrow into their eyeballs and you swing your sword at them and they're dead. But yeah, we just kind of swing a hammer at them and they just die.
Yep.
I think it's very
Again,
funny.
we have hammer. Why would we use anything else? And also, Bomb Chew Camera Lock, we can use it to hit things with the boomerang from, oh, my boomerang did not actually hit them. Hold on. From very far away. Sometimes, it missed you.
It won? Interesting.
Sometimes it gets stuck on things, and we just gonna... There we go.
Nice.
But yeah, Bomb Chew camera lock, as could be expected. Sorry, Chew, get hit with the boss key. Does break quite a few puzzles. That skipped that entire room, being able to use it to get the... Oh, my goodness. Link, you weren't supposed to do that. Pick up the
I've done
key.
it before.
There you go. Good job, friend. But we use it here, obviously, to skip that and use the hammer and then the boomerang, and the next dungeon is going to then give us the grappling hook, which we can also use and abuse. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm full on bomb chews, because this boss is sure a boss. And
I like it personally.
even if this boss misbehaves, we should be fine, but I do want to make sure I do have some amount of bomb chews. I did find out where backup bomb chews are, just in case, but now we have to do our split boss fight, so we can swap back and forth mid-fight between the two. Hopefully that should be fine. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for the bomb chew, I'm gonna be trying to do some enemy management.
Oh, he's in the attack. I hate we just the one here.
Whoop, he flung me into the sand. That's okay. Whoa.
Oh,
Okay. Nice. Unfortunately.
inner attack, Goro Uwu.
That should be fine. Oh, I wanted to hit this little guy who's hiding behind his boss right there. Is the dungeon boss the professional boss of all of those who are employed in dungeoneering. My goodness, this is why
Yes.
I am not a huge fan of this fight, because sometimes he just clanks against stuff that doesn't exist and makes me do that. All right, come on. You were being so nice before. Come now. Stop clanking.
If you like a full circle around him, you'll be able to just like tap on top of him usually, and
Oh.
unless he does this attack here, then he can't do that.
Yo, that's okay. Okay. We're gonna grab some health. Don't worry. There we go. I am trying to. Why are you doing this again?
Behave, Dongarongo. Come on.
You have a funny name. Be a funny boss. There we go.
Nice.
Unfortunate that he didn't want to cooperate. I also would like to slash you while we're waiting. There we go, just in case. Oh, a little sketchy, but we're good. I will grab a tiny bit of health beforehand. And how many bombs do we have? We got bombs, right? Oh, we defeated Dongarongo. Why am I worried
Hooray.
about bombs when I don't need bombs? We're not fighting another. We're about to go pick up a heart container. Why am I worried about? Hey, look, this boss is still on the floor.
Oh, beans.
My first thought every time I see his eyes open is png.open. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. I just think it's funny. All right. Now we get to do.
Phase 2, we're gonna throw his bombs inside here.
More bombs.
And thankfully the snakes drop bombs as well. So we're just gonna throw a few of them at him, and then do a couple like spin attacks, and then a couple sword swings, and ideally we get a 2-cycle here. It's hard, but you got this.
Hopefully, now he's gonna do a couple of these attacks. I'd like to. Oh, can I check? Throw. There we go. Save the one bomb.
Nice.
So that I can. Oh, please.
Oh, slash normally.
There we go. Snuck in the 2-cycle.
Good 2-cycle.
I didn't mean to do a 4th spin
those.
attack, but we made it work. We made it work.
Good stuff.
Yep, he put up a fight, but we got him.
Link prevails.
And now, we don't have to worry about clanging against his armor. He reminds me a lot of Scaldera because he eats moms, and also because he has random armor that doesn't align with where it is visually. Anyway, you know how we said we skipped the Goron quiz? No, we didn't. We have to go back and do it. Do you know why we have to go back and do it? Like, what flag does this set?
Linebeck will not let us off the island otherwise. He'll be like, wait, you have to go do the Goron quiz. Talk to the Goron chief.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that gets rid of that, essentially.
So, we have to go set a flag that we have completed the Goron quiz. And we're gonna see if I remember all the answers on my own. I might ask for help, but I've been working on my consistency with just knowing everything about every Goron's personal life.
In that case, I'll explain it a little bit beforehand, if that's
Go
okay.
for it.
Yeah, so the first 3 questions are the same answers every time, but in different order. The last 3 questions of the Goron quiz, they can ask 3 different questions, and it's completely random in this case. So that's how it works. You got this, I believe, in your quiz. You'll get an A+. You got this.
Okay, I was an honor student. First question, 14. Second question, 6. And that means the third answer will be ship. We know that for sure. There we go. And now we get to the random part. What color were they? They were yellow. That's an easy one. Next question, 46. And now the hard one. Goron's is 4.
Let's go.
Now we got our second gem of the run. We're done with those now.
Oh yeah. I hate when they ask you like that last question there, because it's like of those Gorons, how many are adults? And it's like the previous question was not about that. Why'd you ask me this? It's so
Yeah,
weird.
it doesn't quite line up correctly. My favorite question, well, my favorite option it can pick is one of the options for question 4 that we did not get was, hey, what question is this?
Oh yeah.
Which is, yeah, it's 4. But my favorite question personally, again, we're just giving some space for that mailbox. If we get too close to the mailbox on certain maps, it's gonna auto-trigger a mail cutscene, and we don't want that. My favorite question options are, oh right, we're doing, that's a W. The 5th question, your options are, for the correct answer, are either 7, or 46.
That's my favorite too.
It's probably 7,
Or it's like
but this time it was 46.
like 7, like I think it's 3 for one of them too. It's like how many rocks are in one of the homes.
All right, so it's time for our next dungeon entry puzzle, which our goal is to not kill the boat while we do this. So if I get a moment, I would like to do enemy control, but I don't want to be missing my cannon shots, which I seem to have. Where'd it go? No, we're good.
Nice. We're back.
It's okay if we take a little bit of damage. I used to play Magic the Gathering, so I'm gonna steal a phrase that I was told when I played Magic, which is, it is okay if you are at 1 health, as long as your opponent is at 0. So, as long as we have no icebergs left at the end of this, I don't care how much health my boat has. I don't have to deal with the consequences of my actions, and the second set of enemies didn't even spawn, so we're so good. We're so good. Only stopped one time for safety.
There's also a point out in chat too. Fast version game used to be Japanese, and I actually used to run this game on Japanese version as well.
Oh
way back in the day. And I don't know Japanese at all. What I did for that was I memorized which questions were correct and in the order of like questions that could come up, like which answers were correct rather. And I just like went from there. Like I had some cues, like some questions had like 2 characters to the answer instead of 1 character. And like obviously the number ones are pretty easy because you just see the number. Like it's wild.
Yeah.
Goron quiz is hard, TLDR, but we got there.
So this guy is explaining to us, hey, do you remember the game that was all the rage in 2020, Among Us? Go play Among Us.
Fun fact, Among Us just got added as a DLC character for Smoky Ball Banana Rumble.
Yo, Super Monkey Ball crossover?
Hell yeah.
Actually, I can't play Super Monkey Ball. I have depth perception issues, so it starts to give me a headache because my brain starts working in overdrive trying to make up for it.
That's so valid.
Really bad with marble rollers and specifically like older kart racers. So I don't ever get to play Super Monkey Ball. I know a lot of people who've run it, and I don't get to play it. Anyway, we're talking to all the Anukis. They're adorable, by the way. I love their little snowmen that they make in the background. I think this
Zelda species is only in the DSLs, by the way. If you've never seen the Anukis before.
They're so cute.
They are okay, but the design is cute.
They're adorable.
They're very feisty.
So we have talked to all of them, and we've determined by process of analysis that this is a uke. Fuck him. Sus.
Bam. Ba, 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 ba.
The uke is gonna be like, actually, it was really rude of you to show up in my house and go, you're a uke! So I'm gonna kick you out. I'm not sure what this accomplished, but it's gonna let us into the dungeon. So...
Hooray!
This feels a little bit specious.
Just a little bit.
But we're gonna go report in and tell him, yes, we now remember how to play Among Us. And he's gonna say, oh, good, now go do the dungeon and steal our medal or something. And that is directly what we're gonna do. Shoutouts to this guy. You would think that it's good to talk to him at one of the sides so that he'll walk the shorter distance. No, he always picks the side that's longer.
It's so weird.
We're gonna pick up some bomb drops real quick. Because now that we have determined what a uke looks like, we're gonna murder some of them.
They're throwing bombs in their mouths when you do like their like sucking some wind like that. That's how we defeat them. And hit them with 2 hammers will also destroy them immediately too.
I am also trying to make sure, just extra careful, that they stay in frame. Because, hey, remember how Nintendo does that thing where if something is off camera, it doesn't exist? We want to make sure that they are in camera when they die, or else no, they didn't die. They are still alive until you see them die. There we go. So, just double checking, being extra careful so we don't have to run back. Because I've maybe had that happen a few too many times.
Now these brown nukes right here, it's random whether or not they'll suck in or they'll just attack you. So we just have to wait and see what they do.
Hey, dude. Hey, you hungry?
Come on.
Oh. You want a snack?
One little snack?
Snack? Snacky? No.
Oh, come on.
Snacky?
Why are they being like this? Come on. No, 4? That's the most I've
Okay,
seen.
there we go.
Sheesh. Unfortunate luck.
Yeah, that was real bad. That is okay. And now it's time for, honestly, I think this is my favorite dungeon, just because since we have all of the items, we're gonna make really good use of them. So we're gonna go whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's very cool,
Yep, there we
honestly.
go. That scared me for a second, and then we're gonna go whoop, whoop, whoop. Doo-doo. We're just trying to run in here, wait for that to raise up the platform. Perfect. And
That saves a lot of time in this next room, especially.
yeah.
Just like, because like the whole like first part of this room is actually just like trying to get these red switches up. Because the blue switches are currently up, so we just kind of skip all that by just doing that cool bomb shoot trick there.
Yep. And also, it is a fun excuse to use bomb shoes. And again, I really like that we get to use... My favorite puzzle is coming up where we get to use every single item in our arsenal within one room, and honestly, masterful. Oh god.
Absolute cinema.
Oof.
Whoa.
We do not want to fall. Maybe that'll work. We'll see if it brings me the key. Yeah, perfect.
Nice. Hey.
There we go. Just being extra cautious.
Whoa.
Hey, Bubble, get out of my
still get hit
camera.
here?
Get out of my camera. Oh, he's
Please,
sparkling.
please,
Aw.
please. Ah. So mean.
So mean. Hey, how about ukes?
Yeah.
Ukes, am I right?
You're so right. Oh, they didn't give the double. That's what I was hoping for.
I got one more bomb. Dude.
The double in hill is always so nice to get. I hate, but unfortunate right there.
Yep, but this is gonna give us access to our final item. I keep wanting to say B wheel, but because that's what it's called in Skyward Sword.
The B wheel.
Yeah, it's the B wheel. Is your
That's adorable.
equipable item wheel. But the grappling hook is actually a really cute item. I really like the applications of it. And I'm sad that we don't get to see all of them in this speed run because ooh, a lot of them are really cute. But there's one we do get to see. You can pull the tongues on these little things. Oh. He targeted the wrong one. This is the first time we're ever going to open a safety passage back to the beginning, but it's not actually for safety. It's just because we need to use the grappling hook on these. And just for extra caution, because I did say there's one more frame perfect trick in the run, and it's in my favorite room. We're gonna get some extra health, because this one does cost health if we fail it in certain ways. Hey, you. There we go. Gonna use the hammer to get across there. I promised every item. Use the bomb to open stuff up. Gonna make a bridge for ourselves. Stand in the middle of it. Use our boomerang. Oh, we missed one.
Oh, what the?
How did we miss one?
I don't know how that missed. I don't know. That was weird.
And now we're gonna use the bow, but wait, we didn't use bomb shoes. Not yet. We're going to go start a timer. This whole trick is gonna be performed on a timer, so wish me luck. And then we're going to do a frame perfect pause trick to try to get into a very specific position so that we can, from a very specific angle, get a grapple. Hold on. Nope, a little early. Still early. Oh, that was late. Sorry. Come on. I'm usually better at this.
So we want to get like just off the side of this peg right here, and we want Link to be the jump right there, and then immediately pull up the the select menu.
Come on.
So we can just get right on that little pixel at the edge of the ledge, then use the bomb shoes to do a camera lock to get across.
I'm just gonna cut my losses and try to reset the timer because I'm not gonna have enough time.
Good call.
I've never had it go. It's probably nerves making me go a little bit faster than I usually do.
It is a hard trick, honestly.
Yeah. Again, we're talking about a 30th of a second. This is the easier frame perfect trick, but it's still the frame perfect. It is fine. Oh my god, yeah. I did poorly at the hard thing. Who could have seen it coming? Come on, a little slower.
You got this.
There we go. Okay, so we are now further onto the ledge than the game expects us to be. And by the way, we can clip a bomb shoe out of bounds, do our bomb shoe camera trick, and...
Camera lock.
There we go.
Works because it's finicky. There we go. Nice.
Get across there, and you can hear that the timer is still going in the background. But we're across.
And we're good.
Not perfect, but I will take it. By the way, the hammer's still broken. Did you know that the hammer has not become fixed recently? And walls aren't real.
There. This whole room takes a little bit too. Like the second half of this room is like pretty long, so that actually saves like multiple minutes, I think.
Yup, but it's pretty neat. Honestly, how much of this area entirely that we skip with just fun item tricks is really cool. Whoops.
Because yeah, items in this game are pretty broken. Mostly in the second half of the game, but yeah.
All right. So we are now through the frame perfect tricks. Huzzah. Now we get to use, again, one of the cutest mechanics in this game that we only get to see once, which is... Whee! Oh, I got dizzy.
How'd you get dizzy there? Wait.
That was really weird.
I've never seen that before. What the heck?
That's never happened before.
True.
He just got a little motion sickness, I guess.
Strange.
All right. Now we got our boss key. Oh, I was hoping to hit the enemy with it.
Also, if you want to really confuse your friends, ask them in any Zelda game whether it's a boss key or a big key. In this case, the big key above us is actually a boss key. but the key you can hold in your hand in Wind Waker is the big key. So, yeah, that's a thing.
In Skyward Sword, they all have their own names.
Oh,
every single key has its own name.
Is one Bill?
They're like the
Bill?
ancient circuit and the blessed idol, and because they're all funny shapes.
That rules. I like that.
But we could call them Bill. Anyway, hey, did you know Gleeok is in this game?
They are.
Hi, Gleeok.
Hi, Gleeok.
This boss is a lot of waiting for Gleeok to do something. But if you want to have a fun game to play in the meantime, you can count how many times they give me bad RNG. So, out of the 3 times when they could pick whether or not to snap their little jaws once or twice, they picked once 2 out of 3 times. So that's decent RNG. We like that. Thank you so much. Also, we're just gonna stand here and hit stuff.
Just playing chicken with all the ice blocks here.
Because, hey, free heal. And it's deterministic which one of them is going to attack first, which is why I don't even have to wait to see what they're doing. I can just immediately set up. Oh, bad RNG. How rude of you, blue Gleeok head. How are you feeling, Red?
Dang it, blue Gleeok head. Rabble, rabble.
Oh, see? Red Gleeok head knows how to behave, blue Gleeok head.
You can learn a thing or two.
Have you learned? He's learning.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud of my little
They're
blue
learning.
Gleeok head.
Same.
They grow up so fast. All right, now it's time for, this time, they can pick, between, oh, darn. How dare it hit me once. But this time they can pick between snapping once, twice, or 3 times. So we're gonna see how nice they're gonna be. But first they have to eat wood. Did that taste good? I have to pull up bombs.
Yummy.
Once, twice, 3 times. All right.
Oh my. They've not learned.
But we're gonna.
All right. So
you want to talk about
what
that?
we're doing here? Yeah. So what we're doing here is it's the only skip in this fight, essentially. So normally it's supposed to hit both heads there twice, and then it does this attack again, which is scripted. But we actually just did the exact amount of HP that the boss has. So instead we're able to just kind of like by throwing the bomb down, putting the head down, doing a single hammer hit, then a charge hammer hits. Currently the red head is at 0 HP right now, but they're still alive because that part's scripted, so they have to be alive for that. So next time we hit them, no matter what we hit them with, they will just crumble. We're doing the same thing to the blue head as well too. It skips like 1 attack, which is very tiny. It's a very small skip, but it's still a skip.
I don't know if we actually, unfortunately, I picked up the wrong item by accident, so,
It happens.
But that guy's dead.
They're dead,
and
just like that.
Now we just have to wait for this guy to take a tiny bit more damage.
I love the detail that they turn into sand in the background and just kind of wait there for the other one to die.
There we go.
Nice.
There we are. Perfect. Yeah, you can tell that the one of them is actually at 0 HP because in the background it starts to die and then it comes back to life to be like, oh wait, I'm late for the cutscene. Which is very funny. We have now picked up every heart container in the run because, hot take, the end of this game is hard.
Agreed.
Like, do I have to get good? Yes. Is it still scary? Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's real scary. But I might make some safety saves during the boss gauntlet, just in case. But hopefully we won't need them. Hi, Anuki. How's it going? I took your thing.
Hello, Rue. That was the Anuki that was being impersonated by the Uke earlier.
Ah.
They're now here and they're like, thank you, I guess. It's very strange. I don't know.
Thanks, I got my house back.
Yay, I think. Ooh. It's like not excited. It's very strange.
I'm so excited to have to pay taxes on it again. Thank you.
I have to go back to my 40-hour work week now. Yay.
When I was in captivity, they didn't make me do this. All right.
They gave me free fruit in captivity. Now I have to buy it. No.
So now we have all 3 of our pure metals. We're done, right? Wrong. Because when in doubt, don't forget Zaz.
Yeah, there we
We're
go.
going to Zaz. This isn't the scary
sword
one,
first.
honestly, to forget, because I don't know if it lets you summon Jolene unless you go do this.
It does not, no.
But it does let you not go back to Zaz in between and then show up and be like, hi, I'm here. Where's my... I didn't pick up the sword. I can't kill things. I don't have a sword. But Zaz had asked us to get the pure metals so that he can build a sword with it, and we're just gonna go in and be like, hey! You wanna... Why does that look like candy?
I would definitely eat that.
Yeah, why are you putting a wrapped candy in the furnace, man?
It's warming it up for us. Yummy.
Oh, I hit a tree. But now, we're finally gonna check our mail.
Draw an uwu.
So we do have to sign for our mail. We're receiving threats in the mail, by the way. That's a federal crime. See, my plan was, here is my actual signature.
Ooh.
It will?
Ooh. That's awesome.
Now we're gonna be like, hey, Lineback, Scary Lady gave me threats in the mail, and Lineback's gonna be like, worry not, we can be cowards. And you're like, actually, I think we should go fight the Scary Lady, and he's like, I judge you, but okay. And then we're gonna save and quit. Oop, I forgot to hit yes. And that's just going to normalize the position of Jolene, because Jolene did send us scary threats in the mail. And now that we've reloaded the map, we're going to put ourselves on a predetermined course so that we will intersect with Jolene. We are going out into the nothing, but it is just to go meet her. And now is for my least favorite Jolene fight. Jolene is always mean to me here. But
She's just very mean.
she's just really rude.
Can I say? Yeah. This fight is like a little easier though because you have to use a hammer. For
You
this, 'cause
can use a
for whatever
hammer.
reason, Jolene did not bring a hammer to a hammer fight. She brought a sword to hammer fights, and that's a foolish mistake in my opinion.
Did it just make a sword slash sound in the middle of the cutscene?
Yeah.
Jolene! Ooh, okay. No, I didn't get it.
She does move a lot faster here though. That is the biggest part about
I
this.
hit a barrel.
She is vulnerable for less time, and in
Really?
general, it's hard to hear because of that.
Sorry, I'm flubbing it. There we go.
There we go.
I want to keep her up against a wall.
If we just hit her over and over again like this, she'll just eventually just step back and then do like a slash like that.
And then
which is what you want.
we can hit the sword out of her hand, and she's like, oh no, you've bested me. I learned how to pick things up off the floor. I watched an infomercial
No.
about it.
I watched a YouTube tutorial.
And then it didn't work, and she's like, no, WikiHow, how could you fail me? And then she leaves. And then we get the, I was gonna try to grab a full health,
there-
but it didn't want to let me.
Is there really a WikiHow page as to how to like pick things up off the floor?
I want to say, even if there isn't a WikiHow page, just in general on how to pick things off the floor, somebody in chat prove me right or wrong. There's got to be a WikiHow page on how to pick things up with like long acrylic nails. I've never had long acrylic nails. I'm actually one of those people that's like obsessed with my nails have to be very, very short. If they touch my keyboard, I'm upset about it. By the way, we just saved warp so we didn't have to sail. But I am so sure there has to be like a WikiHow tutorial on how to like pick up a quarter with long acrylic nails. By the way, we have more outstanding mail. There's like stuff being like, hey, Link, would you like to have this free catalog for LL Bean? And we're going to continue to ignore it for the rest of the run. We only wanted the threats from the mail.
I wanted a Sears catalog. I say as if Sears is still around.
I wanted to hear about the new deals at Radio Shack.
Yeah. Tell me about Circuit City.
But now that we have ignored our mail, we do have to actually ignore it one more time. We are going to once again use our favorite warp slate. This is actually our final warp of the run. We're warping right back to the beginning isle. I don't think we ever mentioned the beginning island is called, I believe, Merkay.
Merkay, yeah.
You've heard of Outset. Have you heard of Merkay? I'm not sure why it's called.
Merkay is just murky, but instead of attitude.
Yeah.
It's Merkay.
Merkay. But yes, we have acquired the sword blade, but we have to go to Ciella's grandfather, the old guy from the beginning who told us about stuff, and he is going to give us the full-powered Phantom Sword. And the Phantom Sword comes with the ability to kill phantoms. He's also going to give us a cutscene. This is the split I like to call the victory lap, because, hey, you remember all of the out of the way we went to avoid getting murdered by phantoms through 4 whole visits through Temple of the Ocean King so far? Well, no longer, because now we have eaten the Pac-Man power pellet, and the phantoms can fear me. Oh, I rolled a little too early. Darn.
Also, astute viewers might have noticed that Ocean's actually sitting outside this house as well too, for whatever reason. That's because 3 hours ago in this run, we did sword tutorial skip, and you're supposed to like go back in the house after that happens, and he's just kind of sitting out there right now because of that.
I am not astute.
Really funny to me.
I've never noticed.
If you talk to him, he just teleports you inside the house.
That's very
cool.
funny.
Yeah.
All right, our last trip inside. And as stated previously, there is a checkpoint that we hit halfway through. So, do we want to go to the 6th floor? It'll cost us 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Yep, we do. So, I believe actually it takes a dynamic amount of time based on how long you took previously.
It does, yeah.
But now we go straight to here. And remember all the silly stuff we did last time? I decided I wanted 30 seconds. We're not gonna do that this time. We're gonna basically make a mockery of everything we have done previously. We're skipping directly to here because we have the grappling hook. And instead of worrying about the whole like nonsense walk around we did last time, we are still going to draw that guy's aggro real quick. Oopsie doopsie. We now also have bomb shoes, so we're going to go wee, and now we can completely ignore all the phantoms. And while we can kill the phantoms, often we want to not kill them because it can, like, obviously spending more time than we have to with them is ill-advised, but also, like, killing everything on a floor spawns a chest.
Oh, you get the hammer clip here?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just gonna murder him this way.
Oh, that's good too. Okay.
Please kill.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can clip the hammer off the side of like the top left corner of that like bottom square there and like hit him before he comes up there. And I don't like that strat. I don't do it myself.
Yeah, no, I'm doing things the safe way. We are gonna kill this guy just so he doesn't knock us down when we have the thing. And, ooh, hey, 30 seconds.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fun fact, just enemies that chase us around this floor are whiz robes. That's their design in this game.
I never knew. Ooh.
It's very strange.
Really?
There's nothing like them in my opinion.
So now that we have the grapple, that is our fastest method of transporting these, because we can do both at once. And once again, we really don't care too much about our time remaining. We do care about our health total now, because, hey, reminder, where is the big bad?
Down.
And we are going...
Down, hopefully.
So we might be on our way to fight the big bad.
Maybe.
Once again, bomb shoes. We're gonna do the more intended way to kill this guy now, which is just to rock'em sock'em robots.
Blam.
Thank you, sir. Pick up our small key. Once again, bomb chew our way through. Remember having to go through there? And we don't even have to go around, because we can break our way in just with our trusty grapple now. And oh no, something saw me. It's gonna summon the Warpy Boys. We don't actually care. We're good.
I'm kind of surprised they detected you. I didn't think that would happen there.
This floor, I find this floor kind of weird because we skip it entirely. And we go to this floor. Remember this one that was giving me all the trouble before? Revenge!
Aha!
I have a hammer, and I'm going to use it to skip this. And we're gonna pull out the gem, and unfortunately, oh no, a thing spawned. How dare. We're just gonna bait it over. And once again, just scooting around our little triangle buddies. This guy we're not gonna kill. Yeah, you wanna talk about?
Yeah, because it spawns a chest if you do that. On all these floors, if you kill all the phantoms with the phantom sword, you get like a reward for it. Usually like a ship part or sometimes like rupees or something. I forget exactly what it gives you, but yeah. So the last one we actually just stunned because like it causes cutscene to happen.
Yeah. We're sparing a life. We're sparing a life.
Hooray!
Cue How to Save a Life. By whatever band that is. That's a song, right?
It is, yeah. I think I've heard it a lot in the past when watching Scrubs, I want to say. Something like that.
How to Save a Life. I've never seen Scrubs. All right.
Good show.
This is a floor that is harder than it looks, but mostly only for the blue ones.
Mm-hmm.
We have to kill all these phantoms. The blue ones are stupid finicky. We're gonna try it the hard way. There we go. Oh, come on. He heard me. Okay. We'll see if we can... Nope, he didn't. He tried to dig the solid floor. He tried to dig the solid floor, and that's not gonna work, man. So,
Link, you're silly.
But, that's...
Just go act with them, honestly.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
At this point?
The rest of them are not nearly as bad. It's really only when there's 3 of them that they're a problem, and, you know, you have to deal with sort of breaking their cycle where, one of them will almost always be looking at the other one's back. This way, because we spawn right behind them. or they spawn right behind us, rather, we don't have to worry about it. He's like right there, and because I'm nervous all during the cutscene, I'm just attempting repeatedly to slash down. So that we instantly can kill the rest of them. And that's why I say only the blue ones are really a threat. But only getting hit once, that's neat.
I'll give you all a little fun fact before his final boss right here. Potential like glitch hunting thing someone can maybe do for this game, but the loading zone for that blue door there we just went through is always active, even when we were there earlier in the run getting the northeast sea charts. So if someone finds a way to clip past that door into the loading zone, we can then use the warp that spawns in right here in seconds to just get back here immediately and fight the final boss after we get the grappling hook to be able to defeat them. That would save like 45, 50 minutes in the run or so. That's essentially this game's barrier skip, if you're familiar with Wind Waker speedrunning. How that wasn't able to found for a while. But it's not a thing yet. But someone could find it. Someone in chat could find it if you want to glitch on this game.
I'd also like to point out, Ciela asks you, are you ready? And if you say yes, it spawns the other fairies to talk to you. If you say not yet, she goes, oh, okay, I respect that. Here's a portal back. And then you can just turn around and lie to her face and go into the final boss and not have to talk to the other fairies or receive their little pep talk of like, you're gonna go fight Bellum. This is Bellum, by the way.
It's our final boss right here, the big bad of the game.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Bellum. So we get the grappling hook for this first phase here, where we just keep grappling them, like the pink goo, I guess they spawn for them. I don't know what they call it otherwise, but yeah, we hit them over and over again once we pull them close. Then we need arrows now for the second phase. We need a total of 15 arrows for the entirety of this fight. So we have 17 currently right now, but thankfully enemies do spawn arrows sometimes if we do kill them. So hopefully we're fine on the aiming here. I believe in you. You got this.
I am
no pressure. I'm sorry.
so bad at the snipes later on. We're good right now, but we'll see if that lasts. Luckily I do have a decent amount of arrows. I'm gonna roll to preserve my health.
Sorry about that, but like I put some unnecessary pressure.
No, you're good.
That's why I said that. Okay.
Hey, you get back here. Hey, get back here.
Bellum, please behave.
Bellum.
Also, I gotta say too, the music skin's been kind of whatever the whole time,
here's
but
where it gets
Bellum theme, yeah, this phase of Bellum's music is really good. The phase after this also really, really good. Final boss song, like final phase, extremely good. I love it all.
Shout out to oh god, almost wasted an arrow. Yeah, this is where they start opening and closing, and it gets a little dicier. Okay.
Yeah, and I have to wait for some cycles on the eyeballs. And it's kind of random when they pop up, so yeah.
We're gonna try to remember where his. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Unfortunate. Where his eyes were. Nice. Okay, that's what we like to see. You want to give me more arrows?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Nope. He wanted to give me a heart. But shout out to my friend Pride, the King's Pride, fellow GDQ host, told me how they made, I guess, the final boat song, and was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I understand the vision, but I'm not a big fan of it. I was like, thank you. I love it, actually. It's kind of my new favorite thing. All right.
It's pretty good.
He's gonna...
For this phase in particular right here, he's gonna like rotate around with all his tentacles. You have to remember which ones are ones you can still shoot and be on the other side of them so you can shoot them. That's the idea here.
A little bit, but we're good.
Once you shoot two of them, like right now, they'll do the same thing again. You have to shoot one more.
Yeah, I think it is.
We gotta remember exactly where the last one is.
It was one of those two.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's a solo one. Yeah, there we go. On the right.
I'm trying not to let him hit me, but I'm doing an awful job. Oh, darn it. I was a little bit slow, but that's okay. There we go. All right. We don't have the best health total, but That's fine. We shouldn't take any damage in the next phase. The health total importance is entirely for the very end. Because we are going to drag this health total that we currently have into the final phase of the fight, provided that we don't die on the boat phase, which resets your health to 3, which is just mean, honestly. But oh no.
Also, Deus Ex Machina. Actually, first off, little plot synopsis here. Ciela, our favorite from the game, is actually the Spirit of Courage that was established like a while ago, yada yada. But Deus Ex Machina, they're the Spirit of Courage and time now, so that can stop time. We do a little Zawardo, and then just slash over and over again right here.
Do 4 slashes, but sure, that works.
You can just tap them over and over again. I'm like to do a jump slash with them over and over again.
Oh, really?
But that, yeah. Try right here. Like that, see?
We're just gonna get my aggression out on Bellum's eye. Did that work? Still didn't do enough damage. Interesting. Okay, that's okay.
I think it was the first phase, yeah.
That's okay. We just did one quick spin. He was like almost there.
Just one flash.
What, just boop. There we go.
That's funny. Nice, nice. Good first phase, good first phase.
We're learning live. All right. He's dead. We beat the game. No, we didn't. This is Zelda. You think that the gauntlet is just one multi-phase boss fight? It's several. It always is. But we do get to skip a bunch of cutscenes now, and we get to go to, as I said, one of my favorite music tracks. Welcome to the Wind Waker C theme played in a minor key.
It's interesting.
I'm so here for it. On this one, his eyes are respawning up to a certain point, so we want to be hitting the ones on the side, because we have to, I didn't hit that many of them there. We have to hit a certain number of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of points where you can just like target the ship, so it's really hard to be able to target these eyeballs sometimes. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
And also, they shoot a lot of stuff at you, so you have to shoot that at the same time, and hopefully get hard drops them like that. So there's also that to worry about as well.
Yeah, it's also rough. Man, Lineback, get closer to the boat, please.
Come on, Lineback, please.
That's okay. This is not my best Bellum boat, but that's all right. But it also has the problem that this is a win more, lose more mechanic. Your vision becomes worse the more you are hit. So if I get hit, you have to deal with, oh, there we go, perfect. It spawning smoke around. Did I hit him? Okay, good. We hit the outlier over there. It'll spawn smoke around my ship, which is gonna reduce my visibility, so I can't see what I'm targeting as well, which is very annoying. But it's not really noticeable unless we're at 2 hearts or below. On 1 heart, it's very rough. All right. Excuse me, get hit. Thank you. That was the last one.
There we go.
All right. It's time.
Now it's time for the phase 3, final phase of the final boss. Here we go.
Lineback offers to save here, which we are going to do because it preserves your health total in case you fail it. But actually, if you die after not saving, you still respawn right there. So now we have to wait around for just a quick moment for Ciela to realize that we can't do anything unless she gives us a Phantom Sphere. So, thank you, buddy. And I don't know!
Oh, we can't hurt them, no!
Hey, look, Tetra's in the background. All right.
Hi, Tetra.
Now is one of my favorite text boxes in the game. Oof! Whoa!
Oof? Whoa?
He got me! Sorry, Uwu!
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me! Alright, so optimally, you can do this in 3. I am not purely consistent, so we're gonna do it in 4. But we are trying to collect all the phantom spheres we want for the rest of the fight. During his...
It's really hard doing 3. Don't worry about that. It's so difficult. I got my world record, and I popped off mostly for that.
Oh, nice. He has not hit me yet. That's excellent. He can be super unpredictable. Ooh, nice.
Ooh. It's random whenever the eyeball in the back opens up in this case. So, yeah, we just gotta hope and pray here that we save time.
Okay, perfect.
That's the idea.
We would like to keep the phantom sphere up so that we're ready for him. But yeah, we wanted to get all of those in early so that he is more predictable. All right.
Time could be very soon.
Yep.
If it's potentially 3 cycles, not be a 4 cycle. This attack we can't do anything about. Actually, technically we can. We could spin attack as come into us to get another phantom sphere, but like that's not good. We need to do that.
All right.
Yeah, it takes like 50 hits total in this case, and of course your spin attack does 2 hits. All right. Oh, right here.
There we go. Time. Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Oop! I did not mean to hit pause. Don't do that. Don't do that. Unfortunately, the suspend button is on the shoulder buttons on the gamepad, which is very easy to hit by accident. But huzzah!
Hooray! Oh, Pippi, do you want to see the cool crits?
I do. Do we have time? We'll leave that up.
It's a quick thing.
I hit pause again while trying to skip cutscene.
Skip the next 2 cutscenes. Yeah.
Skip cutscene.
Like all the art here is so good.
How cute they are. How cute they are.
Yeah, look at them.
Oh
my
goodness.
goodness.
Does anybody know what my final time was?
Your final
I saw 3:31:18, I think.
Yeah, 3:31:18.
That's not terrible. My PB is a 3:28, so 3:28:59. Like, really clinging to that 1 second. So, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining me. Look at this adorable art. We're gonna see my name in the credits, right?
Yeah, at the very end of it.
Sidewalk! He's so cute! Oh!
Right? Also, Pippi, where can the good people follow you?
I'm on the Twitch, the television. Hi, I'm Pippi in a top hat. You can Google that if you want to. I do this. I do a lot of Skyward Sword, if you couldn't tell. And I also do a lot of hosting for events and just kind of we vibes. We do some feel good speed running. We try our best and we wear fun hats.
Heck yeah.
And where can they find you?
Yeah. Look at all the art though. There's the Phantom Sword. My favorite one is the one that Link a second ago, like being all excited about the Phantom Hourglass.
It's so cute.
I love that one.
They're so cute. I love them. Oh,
the final one's really good too. After this, it's fantastic.
Aww. But thank you everyone so much for hanging with me. Thank you so much, Church, for
look at this one.
Me. Aww.
Adorable.
The whale.
And check it out. Wait for it. There you are.
There's our uwu. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us on this. And thank you so much for letting me run this. Thank you so much, Church, for having us. Thank you, Shasta, for being here with us. Is there anything else you would like from us before we put you in the capable hands of TGH?
I assume you're talking to me and not Shasta.
I mean, Shasta, no. Would you like to say anything? Would you like to shout anything out?
You can follow me on twitch.tv/MR_Shasta. I'm trying to be every DS game. That's a pretty cool thing I'm doing. But also, I have a Hotfix show on this channel called Do All the Things. My last episode was 2 days ago. We did Kirby's Epic Yarn. It was awesome. But yeah, it shows all about herps and speedruns and completionist categories, like all levels and all bosses. So yeah, check it out on this channel, like every other Friday.
Heck yeah.
That's all I have to say, though.
All right, now Church, floor is yours.
Yeah. Thank you both so much for being on, for showcasing this game. This is a great game. I love it. So it's awesome to have you both on and talk about it, show the run off. But like you said, we do have one more run coming up. We have Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. We're going to take a quick break. Before we go to that break, just a quick reminder for you. Your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bitch cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support the Games on Quick Hotfix. So if you enjoy watching any of our speedruns, any of our shows, like do all of the things, like speedruns from the Crypt, Express Lane, any of that stuff, subscribing really does help put this content on. So if you can consider subscribing to the channel, you'll get access to our emotes, and you'll also be able to chat with subscribers during our replays. With all that said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Echoes of Wisdom in just a minute here.